as we open with your characters, somewhere within the Shard and Aetherguard, you all know you have a meeting to get to at a newer establishment. It's one of, if not the nicest bars in the Shard, trying to tailor towards like maybe people from upper society that are just happen to be down here for some reason, or like shift leaders at work, that sort of place. You know you have a little bit of time to kill before you need to be there. Would any of you have arrived early, however?
I would have arrived early and checked everything out.
I would have arrived early and sat down to have a drink at the bar while he was checking things out.
I too would have came early.
Just a bunch of early birds?
I would say I would have been early so I could sit and smoke.
We're meeting at a place where there's booze.
Champagne for me, please. Well.
So you all know this is a Nightingale job, as you were informed. You weren't entirely sure who you were working with until you all arrived here at the Esquire Water Company a little bit early and spot a few faces you recognize in the crowd within the bar. And it is pretty lively this night. You have not seen Reginald, who is currently the one who asked for a team to arrive. He's supposed to be setting you up with a client this evening. You can see there are card games, dice games going on, people just chatting, having a good time. Anything in particular you guys are doing early, or just taking in the space?
So what's the entry that people usually use for this place? Is it here?
Yeah.
So is that where I'm expecting the client to come from?
You would probably expect Reginald to be coming in from that door, yeah.
Alright, cool. I'm like... Can I be like out here?
Yeah, you could be watching the door.
That would definitely be just at the bar.
Getting a drink.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to sit with Irving. We're having a drink together. Unless you want to move, Irving.
No, that's fine. I probably got, like I said, I got there early, found a table off to the side, a little bit more shadow than normal, and pulled out my pipe and started huffing tobacco. Not whatever this newfangled shit that kids are huffing these days are, you know?
I tell you, Irving, you should do the huff. It's the good stuff.
Oh, that's poison for the lungs. I would never do such a thing.
You only live once, my friend.
No, but I'd like to live once a few times, you know. This comes from the ground, it's natural.
I don't know where this comes from, but I will know eventually.
Exactly. Don't do that to your body.
Dude, I'm just having such a hard time with James playing a character that's against drugs. You play so many stoner characters.
Yeah.
James's character voice is exactly how I think a hound dog would sound if it was talking to me. Like if a basset hound walked up and talked to me, it would be that exact voice.
Well, I'm feeling that I sound like a skunk, so that we could hang out together.
It's perfect. While they're
I might
chatting
sound
off,
like a hound, but I find everything I'm looking for.
while they're chatting
Oui,
off
oui,
to the
you are
side,
a hound dog.
Lucian at the bar, you see the bartender come up to you. You get you another one.
Yes, please.
Tops you up. I assume you're having something really strong.
Probably whatever the cheapest liquor he has.
You got it. Just tops off your drink.
Thank you.
Take it easy now. And goes off
You
to help
as
some
well,
other
my
people
friend.
at the bar. And Grigor outside. What would this test be? Why don't you do a... What do we have? A wits or wisdom and study as you take in the area around you. Looking for
Alright.
Reginald or anybody else interesting who might be showing up.
What's my target number?
To get everything, I'll say a 12.
Oof. Okay. I'm not gonna get everything. Are you okay with real dice, or do you want us to roll on these?
You can do real dice.
Okay, I'm gonna do real dice. Because I never get to use the set of stone dice I had that James bought me. So.
You're only going to be using this deck of cards on the table if you're
Yeah,
swapping
yeah,
them.
yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I'm pulling a card.
I'm pulling a card. Yes.
I'm terrible.
Yes.
You got a 10.
That's way better than I would have
What?
gotten. Way better than I would have
Sacre
gotten.
bleu.
To draw a second one though too.
It would be,
No,
it
there's
would
like
be,
more-
it would be
other dice?
replacing one of your dice.
Oh,
Oh, so just roll
Now you
one.
can still
Cool.
roll your other dice then.
interesting. Okay, but you can only pull one card, so you're always rolling
Yeah.
one dice.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh shoot. Okay.
So you can
That
replace
means
one
that
of
I
your dice
can't.
with a card.
That replaced my study. Because I actually have one wisdom, so I'll roll that. I'll roll that. Oh wait, I'm gonna use this die.
You
I-
placed
I
a
got-
D4 with a 10.
I got a
That's
one,
pretty
so I
fucking
didn't
good.
see everything.
So
but
11.
I got real close.
It's pretty good.
I like this.
Look around, you see early evening. Good bit of bustle around this part of town. People going about their evenings, getting off work, going out places to relax. You do spot Reginald. He'd be like over in this area by the well. Looks like he's just mingling with people. However, you would know there's still like 15-20 minutes before the agreed upon meeting time.
So is he the client, or is he bringing the client with him?
He'd be akin to like the fixer of this job. Like
Got
the
it,
client
okay.
contacted him and he reached out to the Nightingale to get a crew assembled.
Does he usually have like bodyguards or anything with him, or is he pretty?
It's probably depending on where he's meeting people. Right now, you don't see anyone.
Okay. So basically, what I'm doing is I'm just gonna chill in trying to not be seen, and I'm gonna watch him come, and I'm just gonna make sure he's not followed. That's basically my goal.
For sure. Yeah, you just keep eyes on him. He seems to be mingling around with various people. You see a few handfuls of cash exchanging his hands with others. Like people are paying him off for things. He's paying other people off for previous jobs, perhaps. And just sort of keeps moving around the loop, checking in on little stalls people have set up, maybe buying a drink here or there. Little snack from a little street cart. He's just hanging out in here until it's time to go in, it seems.
Okay, cool. So like, I'm basically gonna come in after him
For sure.
because I'm gonna watch for like a minute or two. I trust my brother in negotiations, even if I miss some of them, and I'm not much for talker anyways. So
And do we all know him?
you can.
Fixer?
You've all met
Space.
him before, yes.
I'd like to think that like where I'm in the alley and it's dark, you can kind of like see the red eye pupils.
Yeah.
Glowing out.
You guys have anything else to say to each other inside by the fire? Phil's and Irvin?
I'll take a long drag and I'll say Reginald's usually on time.
These brothers, they're odd.
Ah, yeah, I saw it. We had the one brother up at the bar.
They're very antisocial.
They're very anti-intellectual too, as we'll see.
Did you see these beady red eyes?
And it looks like something out of a demon's book.
I agree.
I doubt it's that.
Good thing they're good at killing things.
That's why they're a good pair to have, despite their,
We.
Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
chilling. I have a little shot, a little thing of scotch, but I also have a mug. I have both. So I'm in front of you.
As you guys are just vibing a little bit, partaking in some relaxing.
I throw my huff canister into the fire after it's empty.
I'm sure that's fine. It's not a safety hazard or anything.
No evidence. It's definitely not the flammable.
Oh, I'll jump up out of my seat like a little bit quicker than you expected and be like, "That was empty, right?"
I think so. I'm a little high right now.
You think so? And I'm gonna take the pokers of the fire and like get in there and try to poke the can out and pull it out.
Hey, I didn't know you were fire
fishing
patrol. I
at
thought
it,
you were a
but-
former detective.
I'm not fire patrol, but I am.
It seems
a former
fine.
detective. There's really no use in doing that. You want everybody to smell this across the bar? Come on.
Preferably, they might get our associate
I
to
don't-
pay us more.
I don't like the smell of burning plastic and linoleum. I don't think they do either. Use that weak brain.
From outside, Grigor, you see Reginald has started making his way towards the door. You start slinking up behind him.
Kinda. I'm gonna like hover for at least like a couple minutes after he goes in, just to see
For
if
sure,
I feel like
for sure.
anybody suspicious is following him. You know.
For sure. Yeah. Reginald, you guys see enter the bar. You guys
Dang,
all
there's
notice
Reginald
him,
over there. Reginald!
And he
I'll
starts
wait.
looking around.
I like wave my hand at him. Over here.
He walks over to you and Irving. Bills, Irving, how are you this evening?
How are you tonight, Reginald?
Not bad. Ready to make some money. How about you?
Always, my friend.
Precisely why I'm here.
Excellent.
Would you
And I
like
see
some champagne?
You see him scanning through, and then half-heartedly looks back towards you. Perhaps after we set up the job.
Anytime.
I like to keep it clean,
I would've-
you know?
I would have heard Phil's yelling and waving and then turn around and go, "Oh, some people are already here." And I'll head over their direction.
Yeah. Ah, Lucian. Nice to see you. Is your brother around? I don't see him.
Oh, don't worry, he will be in here shortly.
That's kind of the point.
Sure. If you'll just excuse me for a moment, gentlemen, I'm gonna get us a room upstairs so we can speak privately. And he heads over to the bar.
First,
And Grigor outside, using that same check from last time. You don't notice anybody in particular that seems to be following him. Just the normal traffic going in and out of the bar. Can't hear you, man.
you're
I'm gonna slink on in. As I slink in and I turn and I look right and I see the two of them sitting there, I just kind of like half-heartedly tip my cap, and then I'm gonna just walk over to my brother and I'm gonna look at the bartender and I'm just gonna say, "Vodka."
On it, sir. And gives you a shot of vodka.
I'm gonna down it, and I'm just gonna put some coin on the bar surface for him, and I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna look at Lucian. I'm gonna say, "You wasn't followed."
Thank you, brother.
And as you say that, you guys
Reginald
see
giving us a room.
Yep, you see Reginald grabbing a key from the bar hand. Looks to you all and just gives a little wave to follow him as he heads upstairs.
Okay.
I'll down the last of whatever liquor I had gotten poured. And then head upstairs.
I'll make sure I grab another drink before I head upstairs, even if it takes a couple extra seconds.
I'll do the same.
Yeah. So you guys follow Reginald upstairs. Leads you to a room. After getting your drinks, of course. Yes. This one should be fine. Please, after you. And he opens up the door.
I always like slink into the corner of a room and just like lean on something. Like I never sit. I never look like I'm comfortable. And like where I sit is usually like somewhere dark in the room, but you can always see like the glint of the traces on my pale skin of like the tattoos and scars that I cut into myself.
I
Others,
usually
welcome.
take whatever seat's closest to him.
It looks like there's just a little, like a little dining table set up with 5-6 seats. He sits down in one. He just gestures for the seats for the rest of you, and then looks at you, Gregor. Or stand if you prefer. Either is fine.
I just look at him.
I'll be startled by Gregor as I enter the room. Oh, there you are. Gregor, you are so good at that.
I just look at him too. No response.
That's my typical response from Gregor. I sit down and just start enjoying my 2 flutes of champagne that I brought myself.
Well, everyone, we've got quite the job this evening. I'm sorry for the short notice. As he mentions that, you guys would recognize that you generally have 2 or 3 days to prepare before a meeting for a job, and this one was very, very rushed. You were told yesterday that you needed to meet. It seems like
Short notice
something
means a
quick is
better
going.
payday, right? It's better.
That it does. We're looking at taking home quite a bit. However, the client wanted to meet with the crew that would be doing the job. So we had to set this up. All I know is that it will involve stealing something, breaking into a warehouse, it seems, finding a particular substance that the client wishes to have.
Well, that is my specialty.
It's probably why you were sent over by the Nightingale, no?
Yes, sir.
However, I imagine there's guards as well.
My
I think
special.
that is where me and my brother come in.
I just smile and nod at you.
More subterfuge and mystery to this one. It's very intriguing.
Yes, well,
Who is this client?
you will be meeting with, well, introduced himself to me as Mr. Poole. I have a sneaking suspicion that's not his real name.
Perhaps he likes to swim.
Does the use of that mean anything? Like, is that like a moniker or anything that I might know?
Why don't you make a wits or wisdom and knowledge? Do you want to pull a card?
Yeah, I'll pull it for my knowledge. It's 0. My wisdom's 2, so I'll roll a d8 and then pull a card.
Got a
Oof.
4.
Could be worse.
I got a 6 on that, so 10 total.
I mean, even with that 4, he got what he could have rolled maximum.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's true.
Yeah.
With a 10, that doesn't ring any bells to you offhand, Mr. Poole. It could just be somebody trying to stay inconspicuous. So nothing is... So you guys, the criminals, can't name him should anything happen to you with the law? Just a way to hide his identity, probably, is what you assume.
Sure.
Can I
Yeah,
be
I
Mr.
wouldn't say
Pink?
it.
Real question is it P-O-O-L or P-O-O-L-E?
Well, I wrote it down in my notes as L-E, but you can feel free to envision it however you want.
L-E's fancier for sure.
Well, so what I can tell you, if successful, of course, we're looking at 2,000 Dakotas.
A piece?
I spit
Wow.
some of my champagne out.
That's to be
Fine.
split. I'll take my cut, of course, for setting up the job, but then the rest is yours.
Do we know what his standard cut is?
He takes 10%.
That's kind of what I was guessing, but just wanted to confirm. I mean, it's not quite what you got my hopes up for, but still a substantial payday.
Yeah, you guys would know that is quite the
I was gonna say
Quite
that's
the
a
pay.
Huge amount of money.
And he
I
pulls
look
out a
over at
pocket
Irving
watch.
and kind of go,
You would see me. The most I would let myself react to that would be that I would stop the puff like mid puff and just not and just like stay
Yeah,
still
that
and
makes sense.
then go.
Chris, we're in the lower city, right?
Yeah,
Are we in like the shard?
yeah.
Are we? Okay, got it.
You guys are
Okay.
in the shard.
Okay.
This substance must be probably dangerous, right? Do we know how to handle it? Do we know? Is this all things? Or am I jumping the gun?
You are jumping ahead a bit. That information I've told you is what I know. The client wished to meet with you, perhaps to discuss the finer details, make sure me, the middleman, doesn't mess anything up, I guess. And he pulls out a pocket watch. They should be arriving soon. I'll head back downstairs and bring them up when they do. You should stay here.
Does this meeting room have like a dining table?
Yeah, there's just a small table with some chairs
I mean-
set around it.
Are there any steak knives on it?
There's no utensils in here. You'd have to bring utensils if you wanted them.
trying to score some more weapons.
Yeah, any amount of anything I can use as a dagger, basically, is what I'm looking for.
I'll keep
As,
an eye on
as Reginald's leaving to go downstairs, I'll call after him. Why don't you be good and bring up 2 fingers of vodka?
He just holds up 2 fingers. Yeah, just for you.
Yes, does anybody else want him to bring up anything?
Well, it's not exactly my job, but I can get you drinks, I guess.
The vodka here, as good as it is back home.
Probably not.
No.
Thought not.
I like it. I'll just shrug.
It's still vodka, though.
Just 1 vodka. Got it. And he continues walking down the stairs.
I'm starting on my second glass. I thought to bring it ahead.
Is there a window in this room?
There's 1 small window, yeah.
Okay.
It'd be like, you guys would be probably on the back side of this building, and you'd be looking out into this little stable area.
Okay. I'm checking it out, making sure there's nothing suspicious happening in it.
Philippe is definitely sitting at the table, probably boots up on it.
Looking out the window, you just see a stable hand going around making sure the horses have food and water.
Picking up shit.
Raking up shit, yeah. Setting it off to the side, doing the stable duty.
Very suspicious.
I'll move over to a chair near that window and I'll sit down and I'll kind of like crack my neck and then I'll reach into my coat and I'll pull one of the daggers off like the leather bandolier and I'll just put my hand down and just start going between my fingers back and forth like absentmindedly. I can't remember what that game's called.
Isn't it just the knife game?
I think it has a name that's catchy, but I can't remember what it is. But anyways, I'm just doing that.
Yeah,
It seems
fair
like
enough.
something I do when I'm bored.
Anybody wish to discuss anything, or shall we skip ahead to the meeting?
I was saying, any unease about this? 1,800 Dakotas is pretty penny.
I agree, but it's a good amount of pennies.
Hard to say if we have any trouble if we don't really know what the job is yet.
Yeah.
Some people have more money than sense, you know?
That is the truest thing you've said since I've seen you today.
Have either of you heard of this pool person?
I think
No.
I think that was a moniker.
I assume so.
Pool is only who we know.
I don't know, maybe you guys work with him?
I have not.
I don't know anybody who has 2,000 to the coats to just toss around. Not here, at least.
That is my
Right.
point. If we don't know who he is, how do we know he pays us?
2,000 coats in the shard is akin to a fortune.
If he doesn't pay us, the Nightingales go after him for lack of payment. It's really not in his best interest.
Oui. This is why it's good to have you as friends. I'm searching for a response to the friends thing. Is there none? You just gonna stare at him. I look over at Irvine
None
again.
from me.
I look at Irvine, I'm like, God damn these guys.
Every time people work with me, I'm usually remembered as the guy who doesn't talk very much. So
I figured. Philippe is friendly, if you haven't noticed.
If there's nothing else, we will skip ahead. You hear footsteps coming back up the stairs and getting closer down the hall to your door. And the door opens. You see Reginald first open the door and hold it. Right this way, Mr. Poole. And just holds a hand up. This will be the crew tackling your job.
I would stand up and straighten my vest.
Yeah, I take my boots off the table and stand up too. Mr. Poole.
And you guys
Welcome.
see entering like a gaunt, very thin man, but wearing a very nice tailored tuxedo. He's got like platinum blonde hair down to his shoulders. He's got a receding hairline and it's just sort of all swept back. Just eyes all of you. So these are them, huh? Well, it's nice to meet you all. I am Mr. Poole.
I'll get up and walk over. Does Reginald have my drink?
He does.
I will grab the drink and go, Lucien, that over there is my brother Gregor.
Just gives a nod to each of you. Well, shall we? He just gestures to the table. Want to make sure everything is dealt with correctly. We are on quite the timeline, unfortunately.
So it seems.
And Gregor looks at you all. I'll just be right outside if anybody needs me.
Reginald.
Reginald. See you soon.
He gives a nod and closes the door. You hear a couple footsteps and then the sound of the wood creaking like he's leaning against the door on the outside. Well then,
Mr. Poole, we are eager to hear.
yes, we need you to acquire a substance of sorts. My associate, let's call them, requires more. We know of one place to get it, and as luck would have it, the holder of it is going out of town for a limited amount of time. We're not sure how long. He is gone as of right now, though. And you see him shuffling through one of the inner pockets of his tuxedo jacket, and he pulls out a small vial. Looks like there's a bluish purpley powder in there, but a very small amount, like maybe a quarter teaspoon worth in this little vial. And he unfolds a small piece of paper and pours it out onto the paper and pushes that forward. We are looking for more of this, however, in its purer form. This is oxidized and will not do. What we are looking for is more of a clear white powder.
Do we know what this is? I know what this is.
You can make... this would be... Anybody can make it. Wits or wisdom plus a study or knowledge. You gotta get a 24 to know what this is.
I don't know what it is.
You said wits and study or knowledge, huh?
Yeah.
No, I don't know what that is.
What can you get to total?
If I draw a card,
Uh-huh.
I could get to a 21 total because I have 2 in study. So that's if I drew a king and rolled max on the 8.
So yeah, you wouldn't be able to hit it no
Same.
matter what, basically.
Same.
If we use momentum and I drew the highest card and rolled the highest dice, I could get there. But that seems like a
Same.
really bad use of momentum.
Chris, can you use momentum to draw 2 cards?
I'll say yeah. You can use momentum and replace both your dice.
So if you drew 2 kings or queens
Two
or
jacks.
jacks or 2
It's 24.
No,
That's 2 queens.
2
Or 2
queens
queens or higher.
or a king and a jack.
Uh-huh.
You could hit this. Any of us could hit this technically.
Wild.
Some
So I think we should spin the momentum
Yeah, if you want to do it.
and have Chris pull 2 cards.
Or we could just ask him what it is.
That's true. You want to try that first?
That's
Mr. Paul.
not fun, Ant. Come on.
Mr. Paul,
Oh, we.
what is this blue substance?
Yeah, James is a good talker. Maybe you can persuade him to tell us.
I think he's going to tell us either way. Well, maybe not. I would say, are you going to tell us what this is? Do we need to find that out on our own too?
I myself don't know exactly what it is. That would be my associate, as mentioned. He said it's a salt-based powder, and it is mixed with some sort of metal. It oxidizes into this blue, purpley look. In its unoxidized state, it is white or more clear. And as such, he pulls out a few more of the little vials he had, enough for each of you to have one. It looks like the vial itself could probably hold 5 times the amount that he dumped out. Each vial could. Once it is found, fill up as many of these vials as possible. As much as we can. It needs to be moved from its containment into these without oxidizing, so move quickly.
Proper handling procedure to avoid oxidization?
Keep limited contact with the air once you have it. Get it in there and seal. I should also
Very
mention,
well.
do not ingest any of it. I don't know why you would, but don't ingest any of it. It is toxic.
Lucian will just kind of glance a little bit over at Phil's.
It should be fine to touch, though. Just don't get it in your bloodstream or breathe any in.
Some kind of poison.
In a manner of speaking, yes. However, we do know one Dr. Waltz makes this stuff. He's the only one that we know that can synthesize this powder. And he has refused to sell it to my associate. Something to do with his... We are at the same time period, so we as players know Dr. Waltz is out of town to transport Jensen's body to the Hunter's Lodge.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Damn. That's so funny.
God, are we going to be attacking our own guards?
Sounds like it. I think we're robbing ourselves. Chris,
That's
you
the
know,
real meta.
it.
It's getting meta.
Well, wait. This is
meta.
probably at his. Remember that
At the clinic.
Yeah, he's got the clinic in town at Bethel Hill. So we do need to go to a different district, but I don't think we're actually going to have to attack the manor. Hopefully not.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm not going to forgive which one of us kills Marie. That's for sure.
It'll probably be me or you, Matt.
Yeah, I know.
One of our characters will easily.
Well, Marie's pretty hardcore. Don't
Well,
underestimate your swordsmanship.
this Dr. Waltz, he does have a clinic in Bethel Hill. There's a small storage facility nearby. We expect it to be in one of those two places. We do know that he has an alchemical lab set up in the warehouse. My associate worked with him there until he was no longer welcome. But he got, you could say, a taste for this powder, in a manner of speaking, and is running low on his own supply. And Dr. Waltz will not sell him any, so we need to acquire more. I take it you see where you fit in.
We.
Feeding a third party's addiction. Perfect.
A poisonous substance addiction.
Alright, well, do we know for sure that someone's in the clinic? The clinic is probably the easiest to hit. We should look over both places before we put down a solid plan.
Agreed.
Do we have adequate time to case and infiltrate the place?
I know he's out of town this evening. Perhaps the next day or two. It needs to be very quick.
Then we can check it out.
But if you are agreed, take these files, fill them up, bring them back to your associate, Reginald. He will get them to me, and then you will get your payment. Is there anything else you need from me?
Does he
Just
seem
takes a file.
to be hiding anything? I would like to use the detective feature that I'm usually suspicious when I want to see if he's lying to us. So if can I make a wisdom study check to see if he's hiding anything? Or I guess it's a wisdom
Absolutely.
resolve, huh? No, resolve study, huh? So, more resolve study than wisdom study?
Does the ability have a roll on it?
No, it just makes my study tests involving human creature is lying or attempting to spot a hidden object or like hide something. It makes them easy. That's all.
I'd say be resolve and study, yeah,
Okay.
as you're looking
Yeah.
them over. You want to make that? Get a 12 on this for max result.
12. I'm gonna pull a card.
You got a 10?
Perfect. It doesn't really matter, but the 16.
A
You
16.
thought that last time and you rolled a 1.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
As you're looking him over, you get the feeling he is hiding many things from you. He's only telling you the bare minimum of what you need to know to complete this job.
Sure. I guess that's an appropriate response. Alright. Yeah, I don't really have anything. Anything else you might want to tell us? It make us easier, make us more successful.
Well, I hired a group of criminals to break in and steal things. I think this is more your wheelhouse than mine.
Easier it is for us, the more likely we will succeed. The more likely we succeed, the more likely your client is, happy.
I suspect that Dr. Waltz has guards around his clinic at all hours, and his warehouse. Whatever that's worth, I don't know how skilled they are. But he is quite wealthy, so imagine at least decent fighters.
Seems strange to have guards at clinic in warehouse for a doctor.
Not when you are storing a valuable substance.
Maybe doctor only pays the bills so far.
Yes. Well, should we get on our way?
I just
If
slink
you
out of
need
the
nothing
room.
else, by all means.
I'll again down the last of my drink in one big go.
Yeah. Grigor,
Probably
you,
like a couple shots worth at once.
Grigor, you open up the door, and then it immediately hits Reginald in the back. Ow. Oh. You guys done in there?
I'll just look at him.
I'll take that as a yes. And he opens the door fully.
I'll head
That is his yes face.
I take it you all know what you're doing then. Good evening.
Mr. Poole?
Poole just gives a nod as you guys exit. Reginald goes in to speak with him some more and closes the door. You guys are able to head back downstairs.
Yeah, we'll take.
On to Bethel Hills.
Yes, we should case the place first. Maybe the clinic and the warehouse.
We shall. See which one has less security.
Right. Feel like if we take an hour at least in each place, we can learn the patterns of the people and watch who goes by and such.
It's like we've done this before.
Yeah.
So you
So
guys
yeah,
can make your
I'll
way
pay
up,
my tab.
Start heading down.
And then head out.
And through the power of imagination, this square over here is like the clinic and warehouse setup, where he's got patient rooms, little meeting areas, everything, and then like the storage room would be over here. It's like one big, well, not big, but one block of compound that is the clinic and storehouse. Yeah.
That makes it easy.
So you guys be looking around this whole block for information that you want.
So yeah, I have case and infiltrate. Criminal.
So do I.
Okay.
I don't.
Well, I think we'll split up, right, Irving, and then just get a better read.
Yeah.
Maybe one of us hits the one side and one of us hits the other side.
Well, each one of you brothers want to come with us, and we'll look over each side. If I think we both have a keen eye, I'll nod at Philippe.
Can I take the one that at least speaks?
I do not care. They're both good at their jobs.
I'll just raise an eyebrow.
Gregor, would you like to come with me? I'll just start walking.
I'm gonna follow Irving. When I wait a minute for him to start, and then I'm gonna like look around and see if there's a way I can maybe follow him from like a higher elevation, and basically like I'm positioning myself to defend him, but maybe also like, you know, I want them to see him and try to attack him, and then I want to stab them in the back of the neck. Basically, is the goal. If something like that's gonna go down,
Like leap down and attack, or like throwing knives attack?
probably like throw a knife and then leap in if I have to, or
Okay.
throw two knives and then leap in if I have to. So I don't know, maybe like if I can get up on a roof and like follow him from
Yeah.
the roof, you know,
So,
whichever direction he's going.
Irving, which way are you going? Is Phyllis going down
I will
this
go
way?
towards. I'll go towards the clinic. I'll go like this have that where the clinic is.
Oh yeah, this whole block is the clinic over here. It's like you guys are looking around the
The whole
outside
thing,
right
okay.
now. Yeah.
I also like as Irving starts to walk away, and I start to follow him, I'll just look at Lucian and roll my eyes and then follow.
I'll just pat you on the shoulder as I go follow Phil's.
Yeah, I'll pop my
So
collar,
you're
pull it
going
up,
Phil's.
and put my hat a little bit over my eyes, and I'll watch you go and just kind of nod at you, and I'll start walking. I don't know, this way, I guess.
You want to like walk into the complex a little bit?
My
This
thought
would be
is
like
to
the
go
courtyard
all the way
ending.
down the block here for myself.
That's a good call, actually. Let me go the other way. Yeah,
I want to loop the long way around so that anybody watching securing that location doesn't see me creep through the inner workings, and then I'll move in from there once I find a less secure location or less secure entrance.
So you're going down there, and Lucian, where would you be in regards to Phil's? You just keeping pace with them, or falling back, hiding somewhere? How you doing?
I'd probably walk like a little bit, and then as he was going fast and trying to move into stealth, I'd probably just like go lean up against the building over here.
Just keeping watch from the shadows over there.
Hmm.
And Irving, you're like walking along the road of the complex here.
Yeah, I'll go about. I'll make like a couple turns as I get and like go closer in. Sometimes I'll be moving a little bit more conspicuously, like hands in pockets, fast, but still like looking around. And then like I'll round a corner, and I'll like go slower, kind of mosey. I'll like try to keep throw people off my scent if I am being watched or anything.
For sure, but not like... Are you trying to be unseen as you walk around, or just trying to like blend in?
Yeah, I would like to case and infiltrate before I try to any stealth checks because it makes them easy for the next 24 hours, but if I can't do that yet...
Well, it depends on where you're going. If you're just walking the street, you can just sort of walk the street, like blending in with a few people here and there.
Yeah,
Without needing a stealth check.
I think that I'm casually walking. I'm not going to drop into stealth.
Then
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't either yet. I would be casing the whole place. So I would just be walking around, hands in my pockets, kind of like looking down alleys. My eyes would probably stay, on certain things for a little bit longer, and it looks more interesting. But I would just be, looking for any exits from this compound area, looking for any like back entrances, small walls that someone could jump over, type of thing.
For sure. And Grigor, you are climbing up onto the roof across the way.
And I'm basically just looking around, trying to make sure nobody's spotted him or anything like that. They're much better at casing places than I am. I'm mostly trained at killing things. So
let's get agility and athletics for you, Grigor. And Lucian, you are lurking in the shadows, keeping an eye out. Are you trying to be stealthy or just a weird guy in the shadows?
Honestly, kind of just a weird guy in the shadows. He'd pull out his flask, unscrew the top, start sipping from it.
For sure.
I'm going to pull a card for my athletics, if that's cool with you.
Yeah, you are looking for a 10, by the way, to climb that roof.
Oof.
Well, you get up there.
Nice.
I'm not even going to roll the other die. Oh, wait, no, yes, I am.
Yeah, you can get a crit.
Yeah.
So you got 12 off the card.
I rolled a 10.
22.
So that's
Yeah,
22.
that is a crit.
I would like to maybe slink into the shadows as I get up there.
Yeah, you get up there, and it's... Whoever made this wall specifically left out bricks almost like it was made to be climbed very stealthily. And you get up on the roof, and you just practically disappear up there. You're just keeping an eye. Irving, you look around. You see Grigor start climbing. You take a look at the complex. You look back. He's just disappeared somewhere. You have no idea.
Job well done, at least. I'm muttering under my breath.
And then Irving.
The wall of this
and
building
Phil's.
was designed by Assassin's Creed.
Exactly. Yeah.
It was made to be climbed.
I'm going to refill my water. Keep going. I can hear.
And Irving and Phil's, as you guys are patrolling around, you guys can make... let's do wits or wisdom and study to take in your surroundings, figure out what you learn about the complex.
Hopefully you're better at that, Lucian.
Me? What?
Yeah, I only get the after I case infiltrated, it's easy. I gotta walk around first.
I got 11 total.
11.
I think that's what you guys are doing, isn't it?
Yeah, this guys, you guys are casing it right now. You're seeing
Yeah,
if
once
you
I get around it, it reduces my difficulty for my tests to easy. But I gotta case first.
Yeah.
Let me. I'm gonna flip a card too for one of my die.
Absolutely.
That was.
Am I rolling this too, Chris?
You'd have a more limited opportunity. You can, if you want.
I was gonna
See
say
what you can
no.
see from here.
Did you just pull that one for me?
I did.
one?
You just hit F
Alright.
on it.
What was the
Oh,
Let you-
rolls? Wits and a study.
Wits and study, or wisdom and study. If one's higher.
I still got a 8. So I rolled a 6 at least.
You got an 8. Okay.
I rolled a 5.
8.
I'm not
flat.
keeping super close attention. Mostly just an eye on
Into Irving.
pills.
I got 11. I rolled
11.
2d8 for study with the wisdom study.
Gotcha. So you guys collectively learn the entrances to this complex. You'd see, like, this one appears to be like the main entrance to the clinic. At this time of night, doesn't appear to be open. But you also see like entrances into the courtyards right here. As you walk around, you see one here, and here, over here, and right there.
Have we noted any security on?
As you are looking through, it does seem like there are a handful of... It's definitely not city guard or the constables or anything, but this looks like orderlies for the clinic, perhaps. They're all wearing like clean uniforms. You see a handful of them just as you get glances walking through, but you're not sure on how many or like how they're positioned throughout.
Okay, I'm just going to be planning on walking all the way around and maybe running into Irving on at some point.
Yeah, you guys probably end up meeting around this side of the complex.
And does the warehouse here have any exposed windows?
There are no windows, but there are like a couple big heavy doors. It looks like they can take shipments in of like a wagon. It's wagon-sized doors that can just wheel in and unload there. Currently closed and locked, as far as you can tell, just by looking at them.
Are there any lines or poles that would allow me to get from here over here?
To the roof over there, there's nothing that is already set up that would get you over there, but there are things on the roof of these buildings that you could probably get hooked to if you have like a rope or a grapple or something.
Do I have any stuff like that?
I mean, you probably have a rope.
Okay.
You definitely have access to get a grappling hook if you go and get one from Nightingale.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna head back
But
down.
just on your person, you probably just have like a rope with you.
Cool. I'm gonna slink over to meet everybody wherever everyone meets.
You
up.
guys meet up on that corner as you've cased around.
I think if I could get a grappling hook, I could get up on the roofs from the... Which way is north?
We're gonna call Josh's side north.
Okay. Over on the north side of the clinic compound. I would need to see the Nightingale about it.
Do I have a? I'm assuming I have a rope, right? I'm cat burglar.
You'd have a rope with you, yeah.
Like I can hook it up with my crossbow and launch it up into somewhere.
Yeah, you could do that. Like
Tie
tie
it
one
to
to
a
a bolt. Yeah.
Perhaps I can get you up there, Gregor.
Yes, that would work too. Might be useful to have you up there anyways.
I could try to get through the door as well.
As you guys are having this conversation on this corner of the complex, you see an orderly just standing right there. Seems to have walked out.
We
and
should move.
just glances over at you guys. takes a few steps back.
I'll raise my flask to him
Mm-hmm.
and have a drink.
He just sort of waves at you.
I think the bar is that way. And I'll point down the street. Start to move away casually.
Follow them. And try to
Yes,
just
guys.
dissipate into the shadows, basically.
Take your conversation away from the complex.
Yeah, absolutely.
We should have this conversation wherever then we should be going to possibly get supplies. Or like in the Nightingale hangout or something.
Yeah,
Hideout or
like
something like that.
So there'd be more of a casual space where you guys can just meet up and hang out, and then there's like a little storeroom for you guys in Nightingale specifically, where you can just sort of pick up what you need for various tasks.
I think we should go there, and then we should have this conversation, and this conversation will kind of tell us what we need to maybe try to pick up from them if we can purchase it. Do we have any money? Are we all broke?
You all have like 20 Dakotas.
Okay.
So not super wealthy, but not
No, it's
destitute or anything.
It's like saying we got a couple $100 in our pocket, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we should go there.
Yep, let's do it. Teleport with imagination.
Is there a secret knock to get in?
You tell me, Nightingale. Is there a secret knock to get in?
I'm gonna just step up to the door, and does it have like a slot? Does somebody usually check who's trying to enter?
That could be like an eye slot, yeah.
Okay. And I'm just gonna bang on it. Just gonna show my eyes.
Looks around you. Closes it.
I'm
Door
going to tap
opens.
on it and show the cufflink. I was going to say, the eyes worked. All right, cool.
I'm gonna slink inside.
Guy at the door just gives you a nod.
Strong and silent
Follow
type.
behind.
Enjoy your stay. Yeah, not very many people are in, but there's a little bar set up. It's more of there's not a bartender here. It's just more of you grab what you want, and Nightingales. Any members you guys essentially pay dues to the space. Dues, air quotes. And you just fill it with snacks, drinks, food, places to crash, things to wear. Not very many people are in right now.
I'll go behind the bar as we get there, and lay my cane across the top of the bar, and grab scotch and a glass, and pour myself like a little shoot, just a little shooter. But we want some of the good stuff we have stashed here.
Irving, can you grab my bottle?
It's this one that has the jacket thing on it. Seems
That is
silly
it.
and unnecessary.
Okay.
I'll hand it over. Kind of look at a little disgust on his face.
A glass too.
I imagine they probably have like some vodka from our home country on hand for us, so I'll grab
I
that.
imagine you guys
and
have
2
probably
glasses.
ordered it to
Stashed.
be imported yourselves. That you've stashed away in here.
Yeah, so I'll grab that and a glass for me and a glass for Grigor.
So just the casing and infiltration feat that Irving and I share gives us some automatic information, namely the easiest point of entry. And then we can even recognize magical or technological security systems as long as they don't have the hidden feature. So,
For sure.
did we note anything like that?
As far as security goes, you guys would have noted there are the orderlies as guards, it seems. You would note that they all had, like, essentially akin to nightsticks on their waist, in case they needed them, you would suspect.
Do they think they know like a rough amount of how many orderlies there are?
Hard to count, at least half a dozen from what you saw,
Okay.
just walking
Okay.
around. But you're not 100%
We didn't see
sure.
inside all the chambers.
you didn't
so we
go
know
in.
there's at least like 6 patrolling, basically.
Yeah, at least 6 were out and about looking around the grounds. As far as the easiest entries, it depends on where you're trying to enter to. easiest entry to the warehouse would be like getting through the wagon entrance, as it's just on the street. However, that is also on the street, so it's most easily spotted of you going inside, but that would be the easiest entrance. As far as in the clinic, you're not sure which of these buildings would house any of the materials you might be after if they're not in the warehouse.
Well, Irving, as I'm pouring myself a glass, what did you get from your side? I saw maybe 6 armed security guards. And the easiest entry I notice is probably the warehouse main door.
Yes, I noticed that too. About that many guards and pretty regular patterns, and in two at a time. So if we ever are engaged, it should be at least 2 of us to try and take it out. I didn't notice any advanced technology or anything like that, which is good. I do think maybe we can enter from above the warehouse at least. The clinic, though, might have some kind of manifest. There's a lot of buildings here. I'm a little concerned that we're gonna take too much time trying to find it, and the clinic might have some kind of information on that. That's the only thing I may say to where we want to go first. If not, maybe we can procure a cart and tell them for a late delivery or something like that to get in that warehouse entrance. We could probably talk our way past if we need to.
Well, if Philippe can get through any door, you know this.
Oh, and that's true. A ruse to get us inside with a little suspicion. That's all I meant. But
that's genius. But it would alert them to our presence.
It would.
I know Gregor is partial to climbing in through the roof.
That may be smarter. I lost him almost immediately. Well done. So, did you find anything? Was there roof access to any of the buildings that you could see or anything like that?
Chris, did I notice any roof access on the south side?
I meant specifically Gregor because he was up there, but you two.
Yeah, Gregor was up there. We'll look over at Gregor.
Yeah, you two walked the perimeter. You guys couldn't see the roof to figure that out.
Okay.
We will make roof access.
Can we make roof access relatively quietly?
I believe so. Did I see any guards up on the roofs? Or were they walking the pathways?
Why don't you give me a retroactive wits or wisdom and study test?
Alright, cool. I'm gonna draw a card for my study.
For sure.
And I rolled a 6 on my wisdom. I don't know what my target number was, but hopefully I hit it with that king.
Oh yeah, sorry. You did hit it. It would have been a 12. As you took in the roof, you do notice you could probably grapple across if you grabbed a grappling hook, set up a line that way, or have Phil's shoot a line over and anchor it to something. You guys could get across to the roof.
Who do you usually talk to in here to get purchase supplies?
Be the storehouse downstairs.
Okay.
Kind of like in the Dark Lighters. I imagine they have a little stash in the basement.
Yeah.
Do we rent them? Or they just
relaxation? It's less of a buy unless you're expecting to leave them there.
Is there like a specific grapple bolt that I could use there?
I imagine they would probably have one. But it's not unlimited supplies or anything.
I think I'm still going to look for like a grappling hook, because it might be good if we come at the roof from different sides, maybe.
Kind of had the thought too.
As far as like any doors to roof access from like inside the clinic, you didn't see any doors from your vantage point. And you didn't notice anybody else like walking on the roofs. It doesn't look like they were like no flat roof or anything in the complex. It didn't look like they were designed to have people on the roof, unless it was like we're fixing the roof today.
Gotcha.
But you could pretty easily get there if you have the right supplies.
Irving, are you thinking that we should attempt to go into the warehouse and the main clinic?
It's a lot of area to cover. I'm just concerned that if we're on a time crunch, finding information about where things are would be probably our most efficient method forward, but
The most locations is the most likelihood of success.
we also must think about the most heavily guarded areas, probably where they're keeping the most valuable things.
This is why you are the smart one.
You and I both cased this compound. I said, was there a place that was more concentrated on guards? Like, did something seem to be guarded a little bit heavier than any other area?
Not really. Any guards you guys saw were just patrolling through the yard. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. I would say, well, considering that we could not find a more heavily fortified area. Like I said, we're going to have some looking to do, and who knows how many might be inside.
I think we do the least secure, the warehouse, and more chances of storage there, and then we can go from there.
It would be an easier point of access.
Would they have anything like living here, knowing some of the abilities that I can do?
What are you requesting, Josh?
So I have a feature called Signs in Blood that allows me to, I'll just read it. Your recent kills allow you access to a special power. Spending 10 minutes, I can draw a hieroglyph, rune, or symbol of a culture of importance to me in a pool of that creature's blood. Drawing upon their passing essence, I gain a brief glimpse into the future in the form of one of my senses, which is not sight, as determined by your narrator. Upon gaining this initial sign, you may attempt a brawn and study to gain a clearer points of information from within your vision. And depending on the results gathered in the table below, and then it's got like a chart, 3 to 7 would get me 2 senses that aren't sight. 8 to 12 would be 3, 13 to 17 would be 4, and 18 to 22 I could draw information from all 5 senses.
So he's asking if they have a chicken he can kill. Sacrifice.
Pretty much.
Feature.
So you can check and kill tarot? That's pretty cool.
I would say they probably don't keep any animals here, just for the sake of cleanup and health. You guys store food here as well. But there may or may not be a rat problem. You could probably find a rat somewhere.
Okay.
But they would not be keeping any animals, probably.
Okay. Well, I would go look for a rat then.
I'm gonna drink.
While he does that, I'll go down and get that grappling hook bolt and some rope for us.
Yeah, for sure. You go down. You meet with Jacques, who runs the storeroom.
Jacques, so good to see you.
It's nice to see you, my friend. How are you?
I am good. I brought down some champagne for you.
Oh, merci.
I'm going to use the usual, the grappling hook.
All right. Just the grappling hook for you.
Yes, and some rope.
And of course, how else would you use it? Puts up a grappling hook and like 50 feet of rope for you.
Cool. He pours him a flute of the champagne that he brought down, and then he'll walk up with his own glass and the bottle. I love that guy.
Irving will kind of roll his eyes and say, Jacques, can we also get a couple extra sets of lock-picking tools? Just in case.
Oh yeah, I assumed I had those.
See why not.
I'm just literally grabbing a couple extras, so in case we all are crappy and roll bad and break them, we'll have a couple extras on hand.
Perfect.
Better to be safe.
Yes.
And do a couple sets of lockpicking tools.
Do you have anything that can help patch up a wound?
In that regard, we are a little light, but we do have 2 poultices here. mechanically, they would heal 1 wound.
With a deed.
Yes.
Okay. How much?
You pay your dues, no?
I'll nod.
You can have these 2.
I'm gonna pick them up and I'm gonna hand one to my brother and I'm gonna keep one for myself because we are gonna need them.
Yes, we are.
So not a single one of us has like a high threshold. We're all glass.
Oh, I have a high
One.
threshold.
Mine's 4.
I just,
Yeah, you use it, right?
Yeah.
I
We
I
gotta
go
use
through
it.
my own health and lower my threshold at the same time.
He's gonna need it for sure.
All right. Well,
I'm going to ask Shock to say, do you happen to have any face masks of any sort?
Like what kind? Like just something to hide your face? Like a pantyhose?
Haha, no, you would never catch me dead with that around my face. But no, I mean like something to keep a, I don't know, like an aerosolized substance from getting into my nose and mouth.
Oh, I got some cloth, a bandana you could tie around your face.
Do we have any like cheesecloth?
You could check the cheese wheel upstairs.
True. Okay, I'll take some implements to kind of like throw together some masks. And if everybody look at me while I do it, I'm gonna say, we're dealing with a substance that's apparently poisonous. We should, at worst, have something to protect ourselves.
Arvine, may I take one of the lockpicks?
Yes. I'll keep on the other extra just in case. And then I'm gonna go set about. Even though I can roll for it if I need to, but I want to try to make like some kind of mask that if like say we got into a shitty situation and we needed to throw down some of this shit or like throw it in some like up in the air, like we would be more protected, or we might have a chance of being protected from it more than the others.
How elaborate do you want them to be? Like you could pretty easily like just cut them into like squares, make bandana shapes.
Yeah, I'll cut.
That would be really easy.
I'll cut like enough so I can layer 3 or 4 squares on top of each other, and then maybe like rip a hole in the top of it in between them, and like use a little piece of twine maybe to like tie them together, and then use some twine to make like loops for the ears. Just like make, you know.
I mean, that sounds easy enough to me. You don't need to roll for that. You can just
all right, cool.
Cut them to shape, and then you're tying string to the corners.
Cool.
You can make a mask for each of you.
I would suggest using them with a substance that we know nothing about. I'll hand them out. If you want to use them, that's up to you, but you have them.
Did I find a rat?
I'll take it.
Did you find a rat? Just give me agility and athletics.
What's his target number?
Target number of rats are pretty quick. Trying to catch it. Say 14.
Oof.
I would like to draw a card for one of those.
For the agility, I take it?
No,
Or
for the
athletics?
athletics.
Yeah, makes sense. We don't have very many skill points.
You got a 9.
Okay. I guess I can technically hit a 14. Let's see.
Just need a 5 on the die.
I got a 5!
Hell yeah. Yeah, you find a rat. You spend the better part of like 20 minutes chasing it around upstairs. It goes downstairs. You run down there. You see Jacques just watching you run around the storeroom chasing this rat. And eventually, you leap and plop down on top of it. You've got it caught in your hands. Feel it squirming against you, trying to bite through any gloves you got on.
I'll real quick break its neck.
Yeah, and quickly it stops struggling and goes limp.
And then I'll go up to... What was this guy's name? Jacques?
Jacques.
joke, my friend. I need to borrow a knife.
For the rat? He just pulls a dagger out and
Yes.
places it on the counter. There you go.
Thank you. And then I will go, I guess, is there anywhere, like, out of the way that I could cut this thing up, spill some blood for me to draw some hieroglyphs in?
Let's say you start going to, like, cut just right in front of Jacques. And he's like, no, that... Wait a moment, not here. Why didn't you just go down to the table at the end of the storehouse? Use that table? Keep that away from me. Thank you, by the way. They've been a problem down here.
Well, if you can ever curl some up, I can probably make use of them later.
Oh, that's good to know. Perhaps we'll get some traps to keep them for you.
Thank you.
You're not
I'll
going
go
to eat
over
it,
to-
are you?
No, that would be disgusting.
Okay, good. I was just worried about that. Alright? Enjoy your rat cutting.
Thank you. I'll go sit down and, yeah, just kind of like gut it, I guess.
Yep.
Wait for a little pool of blood to form.
The blood, still warm from the fresh kill of the rat, starts to pool around it on the table.
I'll start drawing. Hey Matt, are you cool if I just improv like a family crest here real quick for us?
Do it up.
I would start essentially drawing in the blood like probably a bat overlaid on like an eclipse.
You start drawing out the runes and performing your ritual of sorts. Does it say a role associated with it?
Yes, brawn and study.
Ah, yes, and it had the chart for target numbers already.
It does have the
Yep.
chart for which senses I get information from. Let's see. Good. Oh, no, I don't got bad study. You guys, I'm gonna draw a card for this. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me.
Do it,
Hey.
bro. Do it.
You got an 8.
I got what?
8.
Well, I got the max on what I would have rolled on my. Hey, I got 18. I draw information from all 5 senses.
I hope we've seen you do
So
this before.
Gain a brief glimpse into the future in the form of one of your
Alright.
senses. Upon gaining this initial sign. Okay, so it's just a bit of clairvoyance test for the future. I assume you're honing in on the actual heist, yes?
Yes. Thing that might give us an indication of where the thing is hidden. If there's like a moment where we're going to be in danger.
Okay. So you get information from all 5 senses.
They do. So it's pretty much like I'm there.
Yes.
Pretty fucking
so you
good, bro.
are.
It is. I know.
So are you wanting to focus more on what dangers you'll encounter, or where this powder is? What would you be focusing on the most?
Probably where the powder is.
Okay.
But I definitely would also like to be aware of any dangers. Anything like major traps or things like that, because patrols are obviously not that big of an issue. Because probably hard to predict whether we'll be spotted by a patrol or not.
That is up to your rolls.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's hard for you to tell me right now you will for sure be spotted at this spot.
Or I'll tell you that now, and then it's going to happen. And you'll be mad at me for doing that, even though I told you it would happen in the first place.
Ah!
Yeah. No, like, where it's at, and if there's any, like, traps or anything like that that we should be aware of on it.
So you see yourself, almost as if you're there, experiencing the future. Just a little bit of a glimpse. You spot stacks of crates. It smells like a mix of like dried food goods and off to the side more medicinal, like cleaning herbal scents. Looking through, you imagine this is some sort of warehouse that you are in. So you'd be guessing you're in this room. And you guys find a hatch under one of the nondescript crates leading into a basement. Heading down those stairs, you see what looks like some sort of alchemical setup, and then you are thrust back into yourself. You didn't notice any traps descending the stairs or guarding this hatch. It was just hidden
underneath crates.
the crates that come in with supplies.
Cool. Yeah, did everybody else come up to me while I was, like, you guys would have seen me after kind of drawing in the blood for like 10 minutes, just kind of my eyes would roll into the back of my head, and I'd be kind of just head tilted back, eyes rolled back, sitting there for a minute or two.
I'm standing nearby watching. Witchcraft and bullshit. I mutter under my breath. Anybody here?
I'll be sitting next to you. You think he didn't have dinner?
Jacques is gonna shout down to you. Hey, you better be cleaning that up, yes? Don't keep the rat blood on my table, please.
This is while I'm still in the trance, I'm guessing. Or have I come out of it at this point?
As you start moving around again, collecting your surroundings, he shouts at you as you're now responding. Everybody else heard him keep shouting until you finally respond to him.
Gotcha. Yes, we'll wipe off the blood.
Good.
Well, we should plan our entrance around what they believe to be the warehouse, and then look for a trap door underneath the crates that are in there. I saw some form of alchemical setup in the basement.
That's great, Lucian.
I'm usually not able to draw that much information. We got lucky tonight. This was a good rat.
And one less rodent.
I will take one of the cloths and just start wiping off the table.
Yeah, you start cleaning up after your ritual.
So the warehouse is where we're planning.
Lucian, I walk over and I'm like helping you clean, and I kind of like, I like smirk and I like grip your shoulder and squeeze it. Good job.
Thank you, brother. This is far more useful than walking around the building.
Ah! You hear him
Yeah, yeah.
laugh
Yeah.
across the room.
Philippe is laughing as well. Good one. You got us there. If I could stab a rat and then learn things, I would too.
They call that something down in the swamp called like voodoo or something like that. It's not proven.
Is
Not
there
it.
anything
It
else you
is.
guys want to collect here?
It is the magic of life.
It's one way of looking at it.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, so you guys have gathered some extra lockpicks, a couple of healing poultices, a grappling hook and rope, and a rat corpse. I assume you're going to toss it unless you hold on to those for some reason.
He eats it.
No, I'm gonna toss it.
Ratatouille that.
I'll offer it to Grigor. He's insane.
I'll smirk.
No,
As if they couldn't
take it
get rid
outside
of
and chuck it.
All right, shall we go?
Going down to the complex now? Or did you want to wait another night? It's up to you. You did say time is of the essence.
I think when we have the information, we should go.
We have it all, right?
I believe so.
And we still got plenty of darkness left.
That was my next question.
Yeah, at this point, you guys probably around midnight, 1 a.m.
Let's
Perfect.
get this done and collect out the goods.
So you guys
Great.
start heading back up out of the storeroom into the hangout space, and Phil's, you glance around, watch them go up, and take one glance back towards Jacques, give him a friendly wave, and you see a familiar set of eyes just peering around one of the crates down here.
Yeah, my friend.
And then as you take it in, the head just slowly goes back behind a crate and disappears.
They don't notice that, right? Then.
No, and you continue upstairs behind them.
Perfect.
And
Haunted.
as you guys head out, we'll take a break there. Headed out from at least one of your Nightingale storehouses, and are back on the street, making your way towards the clinic. Anything to prepare on the way? Are you trying to acquire anything else?
I'm hooking the hook to my rope and everything, and I'm heading back to that roof that I scouted that point on. Can you ping the warehouse?
It's on the other side from where that
We
roof
need to
was.
get into the roof. We need to get into the warehouse, right?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. What's the range band from here to here?
So we're doing one range band is 5 inches on this map. So that's like
Okay,
5
I'm still
range
gonna go
bands
from the
down
opposite side. So my approach is going to be climbing this roof right here and going across. I'm feeling pretty confident I can go like roof to roof inside of this complex.
they're not huge gaps, but it's probably a check just to make sure you don't screw it up.
It's okay. I'm pretty good at those checks.
But yeah, it's like
I'm good at. I've got 2 ranks in coordination. So
The main doors on the outside of the warehouse were they locked with a chain on the outside, or did it look like they were just locked? They had actual physical locks on them.
what you guys saw walking around, there were.
Like on these doors right here?
You didn't inspect it fully, but there were like a chains and a padlock on the outside.
Okay.
You're not
So
sure
we
how
can
else it's secured, if at all.
potentially pick that as a point of entry.
Very loud point.
So, remembering your previous climb, Gregor, you quickly scale to the roof of this building. and you guys would be like approaching from this direction. It's quite dead at this time of night as you guys arrive, and you see Gregor quickly climb up to the roof of this neighboring building. Where are the rest of you going?
I'll go with Grigor.
Yeah, I think the roof is probably the best way to navigate the whole complex if we're going to approach it from that side.
Yeah, it's not a bad call.
So you're all gonna climb up on the
Yeah, we can go and find another little dark spot over here and pop up on this side. I'll just shoot a grappling hook up there. Once I'm in the cover of darkness. If you want to come, Irving, you can. Use my rope.
Why don't you guys?
I'll need help getting up there for sure.
Why don't everybody go and roll for? If you two are sticking together, do 2 group tests of Irving and Phil's, and then the brothers of agility and coordination for stealthing around.
Cool. I have
Looking
Lurker. So my stealth tests, I think, are easy.
Does this count as committing crimes against local authorities?
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
Against authority.
Yeah,
No.
we do get everything. Isn't everything easy?
He's a local medical authority, Chris.
He's not the authorities.
Damn it.
Tried.
Well,
No, but each of you in the 2 teams of agility coordination tests, you guys are looking for 18s to find like good openings of what you're planning to do to get under the roofs unseen.
okay, I have a
as a group check.
Yes.
my darkness Lurker ability has me ignore steps or difficulty when I'm in.
Are you gonna use any
darkness.
cards? You're not good at coordination, are you?
I have A rank in coordination.
Cool. I got a 12.
I got a 7.
Okay, we passed.
You guys
I
are good?
got a 14.
Well, you two are basically there already.
I got an 11.
No crits, but you're all good. And you guys were wanting to like get on the roof from over here, you two?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you do see there are some people out. You just sort of hang out, lurking around, like you're just loitering around, talking, waiting for an opening, and then once you see it, seize the opportunity, you guys throw up your grappling hook and climb up to the roof over here.
Correction, I got a 14. Did that give us a crit or no? 14 and 14.
28.
28? Yeah, I would.
Okay, sweet. I forgot about my bonus.
You're unseen,
Well, I
and
wrote
you don't
back-
need to make any sort of scaling check with a crit. So these two just quickly get onto the roof. And then you two, over here, you see an opening. You can toss the grapple across. It's relatively easy to get that across. And then using the rope to get by. I think it'd just be another agility coordination. As you two can climb across the rope. Remaining unseen and not fallen. Be another.
Test this time.
The agility coordination against an 18 again.
Okay, and it's shared again.
Yes, it's a team test.
I got an 11.
I got a 5.
Oh.
So you guys toss the rope across. You get it tied off to this side. You start swinging across, like hand over hand, climbing, and you see an opening. And the rope starts to slip. You have a feeling if one of you dropped, the other could probably make it.
I'll drop.
So feeling it shake, you guys give each other a quick glance, and then you just let go. Give me agility athletics
I'm gonna
on
just scamper to the other side.
as you drop down. It's about a 20-foot fall, so you'll need to like tuck and roll, or you might be taking damage. So against I think this would be against a 14. to avoid all
card.
damage.
Because I can't roll. I can barely
You
roll
got
a 14.
a 6.
Well, that maxed out the lower of my 2 dice, so now I just need to max out this. I rolled a 2, so 8.
You got an 8 total.
Thanks for making the
I got an
sacrifice,
8.
buddy. Thanks for
So
making the
you
sacrifice.
you drop down. You
It's not
in
like I need my
theory,
health for anything.
in theory, you know the steps to do if you're falling a good bit of a height. Tuck and roll. You don't catch it right. You end up like twisting your ankle a little bit. You're gonna take a wound of damage as you fumble that tuck and roll at the bottom.
Does that get blocked by my armor?
This would not know.
Right.
And you're probably gonna be walking funny for a little bit. You might have sprained your ankle on this drop. But you see your brother made it across.
Irving, where is this dynamic duo?
Once I'm across, I'm gonna pull the line back and I'm gonna like lower it straight down the wall towards him. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like I like yank from the other side off, and I'm just gonna try to hope that he can like vertically climb up, because there's no doorway in really. So
Yeah.
we gotta get you up here.
So you can do agility coordination again, Josh, or Lucian, to climb up that rope.
Could
Would
I do brawn coordination?
that's what I was hoping to do, was make it so that he could just like power pull himself up, because he's better at that anyways.
Yeah, you can brawn. Against a... Let's see. I'd say it would probably be a 10, relatively easy, but you've sprained your ankle a bit. It's going to be a little difficult with just 1 foot supporting against the wall, so with difficulty. So
So
13.
that would be a 15. I'll draw a card again.
A 4.
Are you going to be helping pull me up, Matt?
Can I help him? Can I make it easy by like pulling on the rope upwards?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay, I got
So
you, Brown.
back to a 10. You got a 4 on your card.
Sweet. I got a 6 on my dice.
Perfect. Yeah, working together. You almost slip a couple times thanks to your now bum ankle, but you managed to get pulled up. And
that one quite right further.
each team like sort of climbs up to the top of these slopes and peeks across. You guys can spot each other across the rooftops.
I'm gonna
And
smirk at you.
from up there, you guys would have visual on a few of these guards walking
these
throughout
guys.
the courtyard.
They're looking around. That's crazy.
Dude, they're more like ninjas than orderlies.
Hey, that's what I had. Okay. They're just sort of patrolling around in this courtyard. They don't seem to notice anybody on the
They
roof.
actually like move.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. I'm just gonna smile at you silently once I've got you up there and we're observing the courtyard, and I'm gonna take that poultice that I got and I'm gonna apply it to you. So that'll remove the health wound.
You take a minute and patch up that ankle a bit. Feeling better?
Yeah. I'll quietly. Thank you, brother.
Just know I am.
Yeah, what's
Sure,
the
they
point?
got up there just as fast as we did.
Is there one of the guards is dead already on the left?
Why'd you kill him?
He's just taking a nap.
I didn't even touch him yet.
His weapon's
There he
drawn.
goes.
Oh, no,
He's
okay.
We're just crouching, hiding, waiting for them to make their way to us, I guess. Or we could probably get to work over here on this door.
I was gonna say we should get to work on the door.
Irving,
You guys are on the
Shall-
roof right now. There's no
shall
doors.
we lower ourselves down and pick the lock?
like we would have come up with some kind of signal when we all made it up there, and we haven't gotten any kind of signal.
We have the call of the nightingale. You remember how to do it, don't you, Irving?
I
Go
do
ahead.
not. You should show me.
Go ahead and do it.
You should definitely show me. I don't know. A nightingale sounds like something French, or whatever the French analog is in this world.
I don't know what a nightingale sounds like.
I don't think any of us do. You could probably
Yeah, cool.
No, not happening.
I'm just gonna lean out and I'm gonna do it like perfectly, basically.
You have to roll. Performance
Yeah,
check.
You guys know it. You guys know how to inform each other. Are you doing it by sound or by sight?
Prefer sight.
Probably
I think I'm gonna do it by sight.
Yeah. So you hold up a proper like hand signal across.
Thieves can't.
Yeah.
Sure. All right.
I think we're ready to try and drop down. This is a little cubby right here, right?
This is actually like another indoor hallway. This is all one singular roof
Oh,
on
okay.
this large building.
Is there a drop up spot right here maybe that we can drop into?
Is there anything on the ceiling that they could drop to the inside from?
I was gonna say, what do we see on this rooftop? Is there anything
Yeah.
funky on this rooftop? Is there any
on the roof itself, it's pretty much just shingles and
Sure.
like a couple like vents to air out the hot air from the roof to not like grow mildew up top and whatnot.
So nothing man-sized.
Nothing is designed for you to climb in through, but the holes that the vents are placed upon are probably big enough to like squirm through. There's one over the warehouse itself. There's another one like another couple over these rooms.
Over the warehouse. The Loop is going to go and check that one out.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay, I'll go with you.
I grabbed you. I grabbed you. My bad.
I guess I'll go with you. Yeah. Warehouse probably taller, probably harder to get down.
Well, all we know is what Lucian said, and he said it was inside the warehouse moving a box. So we still got to kind of wait for him. But if we can get inside some way, then we could at least scout that part out.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Yeah, you did fine. Yeah.
But Irving, perhaps these vents. I'll start playing with the vent, see if I can get it open.
That will be a squeeze. I don't really like that. And he'll like kind of like put his hand on his stomach, and you'll see him push it in a little bit on purpose.
I'm gonna creep to this edge.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look down at this guy. It doesn't look like anybody else has a sightline of this guy, right?
Not that you can see.
How tough does this guy look?
Do you have any sort of feature that tells you that, or are you just looking at him and seeing how tough he might be?
I'm just trying to gauge him. Like, does he seem like a competent opponent?
Give me a wits and study on this guy.
So good at this.
You'll need an 8
An 8.
to like size him up a little bit.
I'm gonna draw a card.
A 4.
Okay, so I have to roll a 4 on this. 2.
You can't really gauge him. He is built a little bit.
So he's
like,
fit?
He is fit. Like it looks like he could probably.
Is there
fight, but
anything-
you don't know? Like
is there-
skills based on how he looks.
Is there anything like structurally in this? I'm looking for like. I really just want to like Sam Fisher this guy. I want to knock his ass out. So I'm looking for like maybe something I could drop on his head or something like that. I just don't. I want to take this guy out of the equation, basically. Or like
Drop yourself.
what?
Yeah, drop yourself.
I don't know if I'm heavy enough to do that.
As for like dropping from the roof, there's nothing on the roof that's like not attached to the roof, unless you brought something to drop with you.
Okay.
You got a grappling hook. Those things are pretty heavy.
Can you noose him in both of you guys? That'd be fun.
Yeah. What direction is he patrolling in? Is he going back towards the corridor or going this way? Or this way?
He'd be like walking in this direction right now.
Okay.
Looks like he's just going to the end of the hall here.
I want to follow him until he's like in this area.
Yeah, he continues going that way.
And then I want to like drop down on him and try to knock him out with the back, like the ends of my daggers, basically. See how it goes?
Yeah. You can roll an attack.
Okay. Against his defend.
I'm gonna say he's defending at difficulty. He doesn't know you're there.
Yep, and I do double damage when somebody doesn't know I'm there. Because I am the car 10 build.
So what's his defend?
But with hemomancy. Alright. I got a 17.
Oh. Well, he got a 15 on his first roll, and it's gonna be no better than that, so.
Okay.
You could roll worse enough for him to crit.
Yeah, that's true. I would like a crit, because then it would double again.
Pretty awesome.
Thought you didn't want to kill him.
A 13 is the worst.
Okay, so I'm not doubling. So I'm dropping down, I'm striking him, and it's going to deal 4 damage. And, it's going to deal 4 damage, and it's going to ignore 3 points of armor.
Okay.
Damn.
So you drop down. Please explain why he collapses. Give us a visual of you dropping down and taking this guy in.
Yeah, I think I'm basically just like, I just like appear out of the shadows, like I'm lit up by the stars, and I flipped the 2 daggers back, so it's like the back end of their hilts, and I'm just like bringing them both down on the back of his head and just like riding him into the dirt.
Yeah, landing on top, slamming the butts of your daggers down, taking him to the ground.
And then I'm going to
He just collapses there underneath you.
I'm gonna start checking his pockets. I'm gonna see if he's got any like loose cash on him or a dagger, and I'm gonna take anything that seems useful.
He's got a nightstick. He's got like 5 demarks in his pocket.
Actually, okay, so I'm gonna grab the nightstick and I'm gonna grab the 5 demarks, and then this is while other people are doing things. I'm gonna drag him out and I'm gonna like lean him up against this wall here and just put like a loose mug on the ground in his hand or something.
Sure.
I'm just gonna,
Make him look like a passed out drunk.
Then I'm gonna start
And
moving.
we'll get fired.
So, Chris, just so you know, I know like what we're looking for as an objective, but I'm also looking around to see if there's any like any room that looks like it's like a primary study where the doctor would work specifically, because I feel like maybe like the most valuable stuff on site would probably be in there.
So like peering through windows and everything, just taking a look at what's
like
on.
I'm looking in here and I'm looking in here and I'm trying to see if like there's a study or like an alchemical workstation or anything like that around, and I want to like maybe rob the room or like check the notes and on the table and the books and the shelves and stuff.
Give me a wits and study, and we'll just keep that roll for passively looking through buildings as you go through.
Sounds good. I'm gonna draw a card.
Okay.
And on my die, I got a 4.
Queen.
Okay.
So 16. So we'll keep that passive 16 going.
You pulled 3 face cards? That's crazy.
Yeah, I was just saying that I've never played poker with Matt.
Right?
I lose at poker. I lose slowly every time.
So looking in here, you can see this looks, to your eye, probably something like a herbal remedies kind of setup.
Okay.
Just based on what you see in there. They might be like testing various herbs together, different plants of how effective they might be for various things.
Do I see anything that would look like maybe like one of those poultice salves that I got from the shopkeeper or anything like that?
Not from the window, at least. If you want to go in and ransack the place, you can.
Okay, I might do that. Does it look like there's anybody in there like watching the area?
It doesn't look like anybody's in there right now.
Okay, so like I'm checking the window to see if I can just slide it open, basically.
You do check the window, and it is locked. However, you can see like the little latch inside. You could probably shove a dagger in and like unlatch it.
All right, well I'll start working on that. I feel like I've done a bunch of shit, so we should go to something else. But That's like what I'm working on right now.
So you guys at the hatch, trying to, or not the hatch,
Yeah,
the vent, trying to open the vent up.
Yeah, we'll try to jimmy it open. I'll use it's lockpick tools if I have.
Oh, it's not a lock. It's not something that locks. It's not something designed to come off. You'd have to like disassemble the vent itself to create an opening.
Can we try to do that? Would I have a piece of? I don't know. What would it involve like unscrewing screws?
It would be screws or filing through screws
Sure.
to remove them. Or just brute forcing, like breaking them out of the wood they're screwed into.
Yeah, that sounds like
It'd make some noise.
a lot of noise. Yeah, I don't think we want to do that. You said we can fit through it though.
The opening looks like you guys would be able to fit through it if you got this vent off.
And what is it? One of those kind of like goes like up and down, like forward and down, or
That's
just
more of like
straight down?
a little hood vent. You can't see in, so you're not sure what the drop would end up being. But the opening, that it appears to be big enough that you guys could like drop in.
Well, we have enough rope between the two of us.
Yes, do you have we should have brought the crowbar.
That would have been smart. I think we're going to have to squish. Think skinny.
So we can squeeze through it?
Well, not as it is. You have to remove
How is it?
part of it.
Okay. Do you think that it would be easier to remove from the inside of the vent?
Maybe, but how would you get to the roof on the inside without being inside?
I have a way.
I mean, it's impossible to tell without looking, but maybe.
All right, so Irving, you make sure we're covered. I'm going to spectral drift through the vent.
Oh,
Just drop down inside.
Yeah.
That's what.
What does it look like when you do that?
I'm assuming I take a gaseous form and
Like
slide right down in there.
ghostly form and pass through.
How does Irving react to that?
How
You
much
told me to look
control?
around.
How much
I told
control
him to
of
look
that do you
around.
have?
So you completely miss that, and then you look back and the vent's still intact and he's gone. Hilarious.
I'm inside. So once I get in there, I'm gonna start trying to see if I can unlatch it from the inside.
Which feature is this? I want to see how much control you have of this.
It is Haunted Evolution, Spectral Drift.
Okay.
Incorporeal Drift. Like, technically I could do my entire movement, but I can pass through wood, metal, stone, just not magical barriers.
Okay. Yeah. Well, the roof is not magical, so that's not an issue. I just wanted to see if you'd like fall through and then just fall to the ground, but you have enough control of it, so you can get in and basically pass down and see. Like, these crates stacked up are the closest to the vent on the inside, and you can see the underside. It looks like it would be easier. You just have to like figure out a way to climb up, and you can just unscrew the bolts from the bottom.
Perfect.
As it's just exposed bolts on the inside.
All right. So, can I rig my my rope up anyway to make myself some kind of a like a rope line across it so that I could climb across using my crossbow bolt?
Yeah, you
I'm
could
not
probably
making any
like
sense.
angle a shot to have it like attached to the wall and then tie it down on one of
Perfect.
these crates and just sort of scoot your way up to it and sit
I'm
on the
gonna-
rope underneath.
I'm gonna try to do that.
Give me an attack roll. But we're looking for say a 14 to make sure it's lined up correctly.
Exactly 14.
Beautiful. You take the shot. And Irving, you hear the thunk of something shooting off inside.
Shit. And I will move. I'll like look around for somewhere to like hide. Is there any like?
I mean, best you can hide on the roof is just to lay flat on it. So
Okay.
nobody will be able to see you from the ground that way.
Yeah, I will. I'll unhook my whip into my hand, and then I'll like immediately kind of like from straight up. I'll just jump flat and land and push up in a push up, catch myself, and just like lower myself down flat.
And Irving, you hear
Where did you go?
you hear some footsteps. They approach there. And Lucian, across the way, you see this guy walking across the courtyard. You're a bit too far to hear the thunk of his crossbow from inside, but this guy seems to have been alerted to something, and you see him walking to a small door here.
Okay, well,
This guy would have kept walking down this path here.
Good sir.
is there anything I could grab, or some like a rock or something that I could throw like over here to like, you know, in video games you make a sound and they just immediately lose focus on what they're doing and go investigate it, you know?
Yeah, you want to like throw a chime or like a coin
Uh-huh.
to Hitman and then have him walk in that direction.
I mean, you might be able
Exactly.
to pick up a shingle from the roof and toss it, but there's not like loose rocks on the roof.
Bet you wish you kept that dead rat.
I was thinking that actually. That thought did cross my mind.
I just remembered the screaming rock I had from a couple campaigns ago, where you threw it and the magical rock screamed as it went through there.
Yeah, I'll grab a shingle
Good.
and I'll toss it like back over here,
Okay.
like maybe kind of between these two buildings to make it sound like maybe it just kind of fell off of one of those two.
For sure. Go for... I think this would be agility and attack to get the proper spacing, but it would not get any bonuses. This is not a weapon or anything. If you had any
Don't
bonuses.
worry, I don't get any bonuses to weapons.
Just saying.
I'm gonna use a dice or a card. I mean, because I don't have any attack.
And I'm
I
going to
don't know
say
what my
this
target
is...
number is.
I'm going to say this is contested against him on if he cares about a roof shingle falling down or not.
Okay.
Let's use momentum.
You got a 5 on the card.
Oh, I got a 5 on the die, so 10. That's better than 5's better than I could have rolled on an attack roll, so
So you throw that shingle. As soon as it shatters, you see him like jump a little bit just from the shock of hearing that noise. And he immediately turns and looks in that direction. And then he quickly goes off this way. And you can't quite make out what he's shouting, but he shouts something. And then you see him running this way. And this guy from this hallway comes running out into the courtyard as well. He's
I'm
inspecting
staying
over
down.
here. And as they're over here, you overhear this guy. And I think it's just a shingle from the roof, and he starts looking up. But I heard something in the warehouse, like a thunk, something might have fallen over. If you want to check that out. So, Grigor, you also heard a shattering noise that you were not informed about. Off behind you this way by this well. And Lucian, go for agility coordination against his perception as he's now looking up at the roof actively. as a shingle apparently fell off, and he's looking like where maybe it came from.
I'm gonna use momentum on this one if you guys are good with that, because I don't really want to get spotted here, and these aren't my best rolls.
Do it.
Yeah, use momentum.
You
All
can
right.
do it.
Thank you. I used momentum because that roll sucked.
You like riding
That
bikes.
roll was better. 11.
All right, you see him looking around, and you quickly back up and drop down really low, just like laying against the roof. And he at the very least does not shout out anything about spotting you. You hear the footsteps just like meandering around, looking in this general vicinity for where it might have fallen off. You can't see over. This guy has gone over to the door at the behest of this man who said he heard something in the warehouse. He just seems to be looking for a shingle.
Good sir, if this is a magic trick, I'm like yell whispering. That would be the time to end it.
You can hear him through the vent.
Yeah. Irving, I am inside. I am trying to get the vent open.
Both of you also hear a door open and close from over here.
Preferably fast enough for you to help me.
No. Then do it.
Yeah, I'm going to work for the
So-
vent as quickly as possible.
While we're not in combat, I think we should drop into initiative for this one.
Mine is a 3.
Yeah, we'll definitely go first. Mine's a 4. Because I took a feature called...
So we have 3 guards and 4 characters.
I added 2,
Mine's 3.
so mine would not get. I am the lowest.
You guys are up first.
This guy's inside.
Yes, he just went in.
All right, I think I'm gonna rush this guy down and try to take him down. Has he seen me?
He's currently just looking up at the roof right now because the shingle fell down.
Well, I'm just gonna sneak up behind him and try to. That's like half my movement right there.
Try and get him.
So I'm gonna, yeah, sink the knife into him basically.
Killing or knocking out? What do you?
I think I'm just gonna kill his ass. This guy's
Throw him down the well.
Too sinner.
For
Yeah.
sure.
So first attack
Yeah.
is
Yes, this is the killing situation.
My first attack's a 16 to hit.
Okay. He's at difficulty for not knowing you're there.
Sorry, it's 17 to hit because I'm gonna use Dragon's Teeth. From my weapon craft feature.
Well, you're gonna hit him. Yeah, he got a 9, 10. Got a 10.
A 10?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So that's going to be 2 damage, doubled, and it's going to ignore 3 armor.
Yeah, you just creep up next to him. Basically just hand over the mouth, slit his throat. He is writhing for a few seconds as he bleeds to death in your arms.
Can I use my task to just pull him back and drop him down the well?
Yeah, and contaminate all the good drinking water, for sure.
Yeah, they're going to have to clean that up.
For sure.
I feel like the
I need
doctor
him to not
walked
get
water, but
spotted if somebody else walks through here, so...
Yeah, he is down the well. Effectively gone from the map.
And then I'm gonna start checking for anything that looks like a private study.
How much movement do you have?
I've got like well, actually, you know what? I kind of had to sneak up on him, so I'm just gonna duck back to here because I probably don't really have that much movement. And that's my turn. Do we have tokens?
also, can I hear the doors unlocking? Like the guys coming?
You said we heard it.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you. I just want to throw it on myself so I remember that. I've gone. Thanks for letting me go first, everybody.
Some more
Perfect.
tokens to use.
Hey, at least there's less people to murder.
This guy's gonna go unless somebody's taking initiative.
Can I take initiative now? I want to try and get that vent open so that I can have.
We're not gonna have any momentum, and I love that for us. Do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that's
Use them
fine.
both.
I'm gonna use part of the movement or before the turn starts, an army roll over to the vent, a couple feet away.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put my hand on it, ready when he was got off some of the bolts or whatever
For sure.
to help him pull it out.
So you've got the rope secured. You hear somebody coming not too far away, just beyond this door, you think?
And my arrow shot was still high towards the roof, so
Yeah, but you're like...
I could basically Mission Impossible up there if I need
you're
that
basically
kinda high.
like scooting across this rope. So you're right under the vent, so you have access to the bolts that you can twist off.
Perfect. And I'm assuming breaking and entering is a crime, so my
This is a
coordination
crime.
tests are
This
my
is a
coordination tests are
crime.
easy.
I'm gonna say, for bolts specifically, be a brawn coordination. And it's gonna be against a 12. To
Use the card if
loosen these
use the
bolts.
card if you need to.
I might have to
got
go with the
cards?
card, guys.
Still got
I'm gonna go with the
39.
cards. Let's
Fine.
do it. Come on, card.
You got a 9.
Yeah. 9, perfect.
You
That's
just
much
need to
better
roll
than
a
that
3.
I got
Is this
faith in your
6?
aunt.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, you get up there and you start removing bolts as quickly as you can. They're a little stuck at first, but you manage to pop it loose and screw them all off. And Irving up
Hurry,
top,
Irvine.
you feel the vent on top loosen up in your grip.
Irving, it is
Yeah.
ready for you.
Perfect. I just did not want it to fall and cause more noise. I was basically making sure that it wouldn't fall through.
Yeah,
Either.
you just got a
Good
hand on
thinking.
it.
Yeah.
So that would have been your deed. And
Okay, I will
I'll
use the
say-
rest of my movement to shuffle into a dark spot up on the top of this one right here. So, like,
Just trying to
basically,
hop on a crate.
I'm crawling down the line all the way to here, but I need to get off because I don't want the extra weight on it when Irving jumps on it.
Yeah, so you like finish your movement hopping on top of the crates here,
But yeah, just hiding up there.
for sure. So then this guy's gonna go. I'll say also give me agility coordination for see how hidden you are.
Sure.
There's no target number, it'd just be more of a passive thing. As this guy comes in.
Uh, 15.
Yeah, he does not spot.
I am very good at hiding.
He comes in, starts looking around. He doesn't spot you, but he is looking up at a hole in the roof. And he sees that and starts looking around, not spotting anybody. He starts running back out. You assume to probably get help,
I don't have one.
is your
Shit.
guess. But that's all his movement, running in and back out. You guys are?
Irving, he's going for help.
Yeah, I heard him running. I imagine. I didn't
Yeah.
move, and if I heard someone coming, I would have stopped. I would have not moved.
Yeah, you
But,
heard
stay-
like
okay.
a brisk walk in, and then
Yeah.
well, you don't hear him looking around, but he looks around, and then you hear like running footsteps out as he didn't see
Yeah,
anybody.
sure. Okay. Yeah, then I'm gonna kind of I'm gonna scoot up and kind of put my cane underneath one of my arms. I'm gonna hop in, almost like one would hop in to water, like when you hold your nose and you just plop in feet first. I would kind of do that, but then catch the line as I was coming in. Some kind of coordination check, I imagine.
Yeah, that agility coordination. So you hop
I was
down.
going to say you
to
could
grab
also
the
get
line.
him when he comes out of the door, since you're still on the roof, technically.
Push it up.
I can also wait for him to around that door as opposed to wait on the roof. Because now I'm going to get this coordination check in, so I don't have to worry about that while I'm trying to potentially take the guy.
We'll call this a 12.
2D, okay. Yeah, that's fuck. That's just an 11. Motherfucker.
You drop down. You see the rope. You like go to hook an elbow in it to catch. You like spring up, and then the bolt loosens from the wall, and you plummet to the ground of the warehouse. Give me,
Can I, as a reaction,
perhaps. What do you got?
both of my whip mastery things are for deeds. If I can use my deed, can I try to like use the whip and wrap the whip around like a railing or something like that and stop my fall with my deed? It was already in my hand. I specifically said I pulled it off my belt.
Sure, feeling yourself fall, you quickly whip out to like lash across a beam across the ceiling. Go and roll an attack for me.
An attack, okay. That is...
We'll call this a 12 as well.
Okay. Yeah. I think I can make this.
What'd you get?
7. Well, yeah, because I get +2 because I have the weaponcraft initial feat. So I got 13.
13? Yeah, at the last second you lash your whip around one of the beams and you do a quick like ride on it, Tarzan style, and skid to a stop on the floor in the warehouse.
Okay, cool. If I have any movement, I would try to get myself behind a large ass crate and not within like
How much movement do you have normally?
Two bands.
I'd say that was probably one band of movement right now.
Okay, cool.
So
So
you
yeah,
got one
I will attempt to within one band. I'll look around real quick and kind of roll into cover behind a crate.
You could like hop behind these crates or like tumble into these crates.
Well, the door. I'd like to be a little farther away from the door. So if I can't, maybe here. Yeah, I can.
That's within reach. You quickly hop up and then duck down behind these crates over here.
Yeah.
And this guy is up. He starts coming down over here. What the hell is happening in here? Grigor, you hear that?
Yeah.
As he's just walking this way. He doesn't do anything else. He doesn't see you or Lucian on the roof.
Good.
So then,
At the end of his turn, then I'm guessing.
yeah.
Cool. I will move over to the edge of the roof, and can I throw down the rope to Grigor and then pull him up with my deed?
I
You
spend
can
my reaction to catch it.
You can definitely catch the rope and be ready to pull him up on Grigor's turn using his movement. You can be positioned to help him get up on the roof again.
But I couldn't use my deed to pull him up now.
I don't think so.
Just drop the rope for me and move on. I can get up myself.
Yeah, I'll just drop the rope for you then.
This song is dope.
And then I'll jump over the gap.
This is a
here.
solid.
That's solid? Okay.
That's a hallway between these two buildings. So that's
Then
a
I'll-
solid roof.
I'll move over to the edge here. Hold on. I think I might have some. How long was a range band, did you say?
5 inches.
Okay.
You're about to do something nasty to this guy.
I
Something real nasty.
have 2 range bands of movement, so I'm
You
gonna.
can get it all the way over there.
I just want to make sure I'm at least 5 inches away from Grigor here. Yeah. So I'm going to do that. And then you'll see, you would if you're there watching, you would see Lucian kind of real deeply rub his eyes, and then as he pulls his hands away, just some tears of blood will start rolling down. And as that's happening, the sky above Lucian will just start raining blood down onto the area as I cast the spell Rain of Blood.
Okay. And what are the effects of this rain of blood?
So, I caused clouds in the sky above me and out to a radius of 1 range band. So I want to get more than 5 inches away from Grigor, because this is not a very discriminate spell. I cause it to bleed corrupted blood for 10. There's definitely a mismatch in the wording of the spell and the duration.
What's the duration on the power?
Focused 1 minute, and then in the description it says for 10 minutes.
Yeah, go with the duration listed.
1 minute.
That's what I figured, but I just wanted to let you know there was a mismatch there.
Yeah.
But creatures within that radius that come in direct contact with the blood attempt a test using their brawn and endurance against my brawn and power. And creatures that fail that test take 1 wound of necrotic damage that ignores armor, and they gain the exhausted condition until they leave the radius of the rain or until the end of the next round. The test is repeated every round that the creature remains within the radius of the rain, and the test must be.
Okay. Weird blood rain is happening. He's going to use a momentum to try and resist this. Whatever it is.
Oh,
yeah, I know.
Use that momentum. We want it. I can
Want it all back.
I can taste it. The
You
rain
said
of blood.
brawn endurance for him?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
He's got to beat a 17.
Well, I can tell
This
you
is my
it will
best
be
roll, guys.
very close. It is not this guy's best roll. Brawn and endurance. Definitely not with a 3. Nope, his best was a 3. I rolled snake eyes after that.
So I crit?
Yeah.
Does that mean he takes 2 wounds of unpreventable necrotic damage and gets the exhausted condition twice?
I don't think you
kill him?
double exhausted. But you do 2 damage.
Fair enough.
He just starts looking up, looking at himself, screaming out as best he can. He's like slumped against the wall as the rain impacts him. And Grigor, you hear from over here, like very heavy breathing, and he's questioning all of his life choices in this moment.
It's not every day you walk outside, get killer blood rained on you.
Yep.
Really, though. How terrifying.
And that was the last turn. Yeah.
Lucian's a little terrifying.
Meanwhile, his friend is just standing in front of a toilet.
Okay, we do have some counters over here. Good. We'll need a temporary wound threshold counter.
Okay.
Oh, I forget. Does it reset with you guys starting again? Or do we just keep going back and forth?
I think it resets with us starting again, no?
Yeah, that is how I've been ruling it. But
Okay.
you can do it the other way if you want to test it.
And you guys are up? No, that's fine. You guys is up.
Well, you guys have been doing all the killing, so we got to do some killing, right?
Well, I was going to say, I would not mind getting into a more strategic position before this guy comes back in the room. That would be helpful.
Go for it.
All right, that's what I'm going to do then. I'm going to use all my movement to get within, what's a whip? Probably 1 range band.
Let's say, yeah, range band. Range.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, because I want to be able to, like, if he comes out, I want to hold my deed at that point to throw the whip out and try to, like, grab his wrist or something and, like, yank and try to throw him off balance when he comes out of the room or something like that. Or maybe yank him into a metal bar or something. I
got the impression he was running for reinforcements, right?
Yeah, this guy, he ran out of the room.
Yeah.
You're
So
waiting. You want to hold in case he comes back in.
Yes.
Okay.
but from a more strategic position.
So we're gonna let the brothers kill him.
It's
Sort
like
of seems
the
like.
door's like right here, right?
The door is right here.
Right there.
That's where you left from.
Okay. Hmm.
I mean, I feel like we should take him out.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll go. I guess I'll go on this side of the door. If I can get up on top of one of these barrels. Is there any space behind these? Is there a barrel or something?
The
in
barrels
right
are
there?
up against the wall, but you could get on top of them if you want.
What I was gonna say, as I go over to the barrels, I'm gonna say we need to ambush him and his friends when they come back in.
Okay. I'll just reload then and armor get a shot ready. I'm like thinking the brothers are probably going to
Anybody's
kill
coming
everybody.
Back in.
Yeah, I'm thinking the brothers are going to kill everybody before. Can I just? Yeah, I'll get him. Stay hidden. Reload my crossbow and ready an attack based on what Irving told me. And then I'll just kind of scan the room and see if there's any spots that look like maybe have slide marks on the floor, since I have an elevated view to look for what Lucian mentioned.
Okay, wait. I'm really confused about whose turn it is.
Well, Irving just went.
I am too.
Oh yeah, I was going to go.
I'm moving to a strategic spot on top of the barrels. I'm gonna crouch down, whip in hand. I'm readying my deed.
Yeah.
And if somebody goes through that door, I'm gonna try and whip him, grapple with the whip, and either pull him off balance, pull him into a metal bar,
Yeah,
throw him into
you
his
are
buddy, something like that.
ready to whip him.
Yep.
Yes.
That is my turn.
This guy is gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
He runs out the door and calls out.
Ah.
Well, first he sees the blood rain, Grigor on the ground over here. Intruders, under attack! And he pulls something out with his deed. You see Grigor, he like screws something, a small vial or something, and then just throws it up as far as he can into the air. It pops, and then there's now a smoke trail above the complex, starting to form.
Yikes. Yikes.
That is his deed. And
I'm
his
going
turn.
to,
You can go. Can you get to him? Can you bop him?
yeah, I could probably take him down, but I'm kind of thinking maybe we should let Josh go before me.
Yeah, I could go before you.
Finish off that dude.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Choking on your blood.
How is it a gap to get over to this?
That one
over
is
here?
a gap, yes.
Or is it like a difficult gap to jump?
Don't get snake eyes kind of jump.
Okay. I think I can.
It is technically possible to fail kind of jump.
Right, but unlikely. To, kind of.
Yeah, so don't get
That's
snake
on
eyes.
you.
Right.
Ah.
Just want to try and see if I can.
Agility, athletics. Don't get snake eyes.
Well, I'm just testing right now to see if I can even make this worth it. I can. Oh no! Wait. Shit. Why does it keep turning to the? There. Just a little bit over here. Out of there. Am I there? I'm there. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna jump over and move to there,
Okay.
and then.
So the
end
cloud
my
trails
turn.
with you,
Uh-huh. It's directly overhead with me.
and it happens at their turns or as it just hits them.
So the wording on it is. Hold on, let me go back because I was looking at a different thing. Creatures that fail this test take 1 unit of necrotic damage, and they gain the exhausted condition until they leave the radius of the rain, or until the end of the next round. So I guess it would be the end of this whole thing.
The end of this round, because he just left the range of it.
Yeah. Oh, and also my eyes would now be like literally glowing red because I do have the bloodshot eyes feature. So when I cast a blood magic For any power with a blood tag, I gain dark vision for 2 range bands. Oh, and I also get a special momentum that only I can use, and it doesn't go over to the DM when I use it. For using a blood power.
Well, that's
I forgot about that one. I don't know, is there a way to mark Josh momentum? Bloodmentum?
Have a token.
Thanks.
That's your momentum right there.
Cool. And now... Okay, that one's just instantaneous, so I could do that, Adam.
What you doing?
Yeah, okay. I will, after I get... Oh wait, I still have to make the test, huh? It was agility coordination?
Yeah.
And that was,
Don't get snake eyes.
so the target number's 3?
Yeah.
So I would automatically pass that with 1 rank in coordination.
It's funnier if you don't automatically pass, so roll it.
Okay. I rolled an 11.
You're fine. Well, if you think about it, that's 2 1s still.
That is 2 1s, but it's a much better 2-1 than...
You're fine. You
2
get there,
ones.
the rain is now raining around both of them.
Okay. And as I get there, I would just hold my hand up to my mouth and then bite real hard and kind of suck in some blood and then just expel out as I cast Bloody Breath at this guy over here.
Okay.
So what this one does is I cough up a wave of blood at my foes, overwhelming them with its corruption. I can choose to vomit blood in a cone that reaches 1 range band.
Pieces in there.
Yep, and each creature within that cone enters a contest using their brawn and endurance against my brawn and power. Creatures that fail the test gain the exhausted and slowed conditions until the end of the next round and take 2 points of necrotic damage. So brawn and endurance against me.
Are you gonna momentum?
I will use my bloody momentum that you don't get back.
Okay. How does that interact with normal momentum then?
I would assume
Same
the
rules?
same, but you would have to ask Matt, I guess.
I think that since he's the initiator and he's using momentum, he's blocking you probably.
For sure. Makes sense. You will roll without.
Okay, sweet. I'm glad I used that special momentum because that one sucked. That one was way better. 21.
He cannot hit 21.
Can I crit, though?
That
That's
is
the
a crit.
question. Oh, sweet. So I deal 4 points of necrotic damage to him, and he's
Yeah.
double exhausted and
So
double
he
slowed.
tosses whatever this thing was. It pops, and a smoke trail forms in the sky. And then he collapses to the ground as his breath hits him.
There's just going to be blood all over this courtyard from just me using my
Yep.
spells.
Did you guys hide this? Do something with the smoke bomb?
I mean, it's in the sky. I don't think there's really much I can do.
Yeah,
about
I'd already set off. Like, I don't know what we can do about that.
This guy's going, but he's starting in your rain.
Mhm. So the exhausted condition is difficulty active skill rolls when they would use the brawn or agility attributes.
Okay. He's going to... Well, he came this way and got rained on. He hasn't seen anybody still. He is running away. That's what he's doing with his life.
Probably the smart guy there.
Yeah.
Especially seeing that...
2 weeks till retirement.
Hearing,
You guys are gonna walk in the door, and Irving is gonna whip you.
yeah, he heard the pop, the shout. This guy stopped shouting. There's raining blood. He is just leaving. That is what he is doing. Unless you
I don't
guys are
blame him.
chasing him, we are out of this combat for the moment.
Nobody's showed up since that thing went off.
It has been like 10 seconds since that's popped. You imagine that's probably alerting city guard or something. Constables.
I'm quickly moving over to here to ransack this place.
Alright, being careful or just hopping through the window? It'd be easy to just break the window if you wanted to do that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna break the window.
Okay. So, Lucian, you'd be the only one in position. Are you chasing after this guy?
I mean, honestly, I don't think there's much of a point, because unless we decide to roll the check when he gets into the blood rain, I don't think he's ever going to stay in the blood rain until the end of the round.
So if you're just letting him leave, we are dropping combat.
Yeah, I'm fine dropping combat.
Alright.
I'm going to keep the
Elite.
spell up, so just in case the guards show up within the next minute, I still
Just
have
to
it
make
up
it
for...
nice and bloody. You do not know the response time of constables yet. So
I do not.
We're about to find out.
We are.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my poultice that we got from the Nightingales and heal up one of these 2 wounds I just gave myself.
for sure. I don't even have to hurt you.
Nope,
You'll
I
do
do
it
it
for me.
all for you.
I wait outside the door for longer
So-
than I think.
Yeah, you two inside. You hear rain starting above you. Rain starting
Yep.
outside, hitting the roof.
Perhaps he got lost on the way to the door?
So,
I'm not within range of the vent, am I?
Not quite, no. You guys just hear raindrops.
I'm gonna-
footsteps coming back. Maybe we should start looking around a little bit.
I agree. I'm gonna use the elevated spot to try and see if I see what he described. Any kind of scrape marks on the ground that might indicate that one of the crates could be pushed to the side.
Yeah, you can use your wits and study to look around that room. Additionally, Matt, you can use a wits and study to look around that room as you hop in there.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a card.
Target number for you, Matt, would be 12. You'll find everything that's fun in there. And Phil's, that's going to be, we'll call it a 16 to find everything fun in there.
I'm gonna let him go
But
first.
you're using a
'Cause I'm
card.
gonna use a card too.
Phil's,
Ooh,
you
I
got a
can't-
13.
I can't. Maybe unless I got. Oh, that helped.
You got a 13. You just need a 3 on the die.
I got a 4 on the die.
Hey,
You're good. Looking through, you don't see any scrape marks, but you do see, like, one suspicious-looking pulley above these crates. Like, why would you need one singular pulley that doesn't look like it moves anywhere else over? It looks like it just lifts up these crates specifically.
Irving, and I'll rush over there and pull the pulley.
You'd have to, like, lower it down and then attach it to the crates and then, like, wheel it up. But you could start doing that.
I'll start working on that.
I got a 13 on mine with the card.
13. Nice. Digging through there, yeah, it's more of the same. What you thought is just like herbal remedies and whatnot, various plants that are known to have healing qualities. You do find another healing poultice in there, though.
I'm gonna grab that. I'm looking around. Are there like doctor's journals or notes and stuff?
It looks like on the table there,
Okay.
there's a journal of some kind, like notating various plants and what they do with other things.
I'm looking through that and any other books I find in here to see if there's any, I don't know, worthwhile stuff to take. And then if not, I'm moving on.
Yeah, you give it a good ransacking for this like 30 seconds or so, going through. The only thing really worthwhile you notice is that healing poultice.
Are you still on the roof, Lucian?
Uh-huh.
You're gonna see me like hop back out the window, and I'm moving kind of swiftly across the courtyard.
His reign
Don't-
is still up. You would
You
would know about his reign, so
Okay.
you would know to stop outside of that.
I'm gonna stay outside of his reign. So I'm hugging this wall, coming this way towards the body.
Yeah.
As I do, I'm gonna use my deed to just toss the poultice up to him on the roof.
Okay.
And then I'm moving over to this body, and I'm looking for like a place to hide it before they get here.
I mean, there's a well right there.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna start. I'm getting ready to
contaminated.
drag him back to the well.
You've already put a body in there. There's plenty of blood that's gotten in there from the rain.
Yep. So I'm gonna be dragging that body back there.
Yeah. So you get on that. And then back inside, Irving, Phils, you've got it like hooked to the top of these crates. Phils, you're waiting there. You don't think anybody's coming. It's been a good 30, 45 seconds. Nobody's coming back in here right now.
I'll move over to investigate it as he starts to pull it up.
Yeah. As he starts to wheel it up, you see slightly smaller than the crates that were sitting on top of it, a hatch that looks like you have just like put a finger in and pull up. If you do so, you see a staircase revealed.
Well, bullseye. Something. Let's make sure the others get in here quick.
Speaking of, Lucen, what are you doing? You've got like 10 seconds left of your reign or so. You see your brother drag this body and dump it into the well.
I would use the other poultice he just tossed up to me to get rid of the last self-inflicted wound that
For sure.
I had.
You patch yourself up a bit.
And then saying that nobody's... Do I hear like any signs or see any signs of anybody like running towards the compound or anything?
Well, in this time period, there's no like red and blue lights going off or anything. You imagine somebody's
I'd
coming,
imagine I'd
but it's
still-
been about a minute. Nobody's here yet.
Yeah. Okay, but I'd imagine I'd hear like shouting or something.
All you can really hear right now is the rain
Rush.
that you've brought about.
Okay, yeah, I'll end the rain,
Okay.
and then yeah, I guess I'll climb down and wait for Grigor, and then head inside when he's done hiding the body.
You drop the body. You guys can head inside. Didn't mean to tip you like that. And you get in.
As we're walking in, you guys would see that Lucian's hair that was stark white is now just like completely red, and he's got like red
Fresh.
rolling down his face.
Fresh blood dripping all over him.
Should I assume you found the guard?
We found multiple guards.
As he says that, I slink in behind him, and I like close the door and I block it behind us. And as I'm turning, I'm like absentmindedly licking some of the blood off of the end of one of my daggers. Dead.
Okay. And as you guys
Good.
enter, you see Irving has lifted up
we
a hatch.
found stairs.
Yeah, it looks exactly like you saw about an hour ago, listen, when you ritually dissected a rat and drew some runes with its blood.
Yes, this looks like what I saw in my vision.
Irving, you had a grappling hook separate too, right? Or no, you guys have a grappling hook.
I have one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I opened this
Use
vent.
my whip to grapple.
Perhaps we should ready a escape. I point up at the vent.
I'll toss the grapple hook up there.
Yeah, you toss it up and get it attached. You guys will be able to climb up.
Perfect. Shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah, go.
Heading downstairs, you guys see like a full, whatever a mad scientist version of an alchemist lab is in your mind, that's what you see down here. You see just a wall full of components in various glass jars. Some of them look like thicker, more well-insulated or well-secured jars. Others more loose. You imagine the more heavily secured ones are more dangerous things that you'd be playing with down here. But you just need to look through these components and find the correct one, you think.
Split up. Let's look.
Yeah.
So you guys remember what you're looking for?
White or clear?
We're looking for clear.
Yeah, white to clear, powdery crystal substance.
Probably
as they're-
sealed in something because he specifically said it oxygenated.
As
Yeah,
they're
it has to
as
be
they're
airtight.
as they're going down there, I'm gonna catch Irving's arm, and I'm gonna hand him my vial, and I'm gonna stay up in this top area, and I'm gonna try to assess the best escape route, and I'm gonna start trapping all the other rats. So
For
that
sure.
when these cops do
Nice.
show up, hopefully they run into a bunch of like traps and shit, and then we can just get the fuck out of here.
You're gonna home alone up Dr.
Yeah, I'm gonna-
Waltz's
Yeah,
warehouse.
Basically, yeah.
So for the moment, you three are all underground, and Grigor, you are up here by yourself. So we'll start with you, Grigor. Really easy way out would be this, if you can get the door open. However, that's a really easy way in as well. Probably your best way is climbing up the rope that you've got on the grapple.
First I'm gonna like move over. Like with this first round, I want to move over to this door, and I'm trying to find something in the room to like trap this door, so like a bunch of like powder or something that would blind people would dump on their heads, or something similar to that.
Yeah, there's a bunch of crates you can start looking through for anything you'd want. Do wits and study as you quickly glance through these crates of
Rough.
something that might work out. You got cards if you want.
Yeah. I'm really bad at both of those. What's the
We
target?
used a lot of those phase cards already.
It's
What's
just
the
going to be a 10 to
A
find
10?
something. Yeah.
Guys, can I spend our momentum to draw 2 cards?
Yeah, go for it, dude.
Okay.
Sure.
I
Hey.
kind of wasted a good card. Oh, that's a crit though, right?
Yeah, that's a 21.
Can I use that crit to set? Is there any other entry point into this room?
Just the big door you know is locked currently.
Okay, Can I use that momentum to go over here and set like a blinding trap on this door too?
Yeah, so you like quickly look through. I'd say this is like a good minute or so. As you looking through, you find a sack of flour in here. So it's not like gonna permanently damage anybody, but it will make them cough, and like if they get in their eyes, not feel good. But you can get up a couple
And if
like
they're
flour
short.
traps set up to
And
clog
then
them up a bit.
I'm gonna move to this window, and basically, like, what I'm moving to do next is like set this up as like an escape route. Like, look for like a carriage or something I can jack and park there or something like that. I don't know.
Well, we can
To
get
get this
there.
out.
You've
Yeah.
gotten about a minute into this.
Cool beans.
Now you guys downstairs. You guys can make a group test to find the correct powder. As, of course, there is more than one type of white powder.
Sure. Wisdom study, wit study, either one.
It's going to be wits or wisdom and study. So, collectively, we are looking for a 24 between the three of you.
Does this get taken down by our criminal thing?
This is a crime.
Okay.
So that'd be
I-
reduced by 6, right?
Yes.
Would like to use my second special blood momentum I got to make our roll even easier.
Yeah. So it'd be 18 to a 12. Yeah.
Okay.
I think the three of us can pass a 12.
I got a 5.
I got an 11.
Yeah.
Do we
I
correct
got an
James?
8, so 19, 24 total?
Yeah,
That's
you
great.
brought it down to a 12, so it's a great.
Hell
You
yeah.
guys start looking through. The three of you quickly narrow down. There's 3 different white powders in this room. They all look very similar, but with the crit, that one's the only one that looks like it's an airtight case. The other 2 do not look like they're airtight.
Okay.
So you're pretty sure you've narrowed down the correct one.
You wouldn't have to go through the trouble with cocaine. Because I'm looking at that one.
So you guys need to open it and get it in the vials before it oxidizes.
All right.
What is there anything nearby that we can like
I'm gonna grab
Try
a
to
piece of
transfer
paper.
it.
Yes, make a funnel.
I'm gonna grab a piece of paper, a piece of research, and tear a page out of some of the book. Well, I don't care.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna,
there's paper around.
I'm gonna wrap it like in a funnel. I'm gonna put the funnel in the first two. I'm gonna let's get this started.
I'll prepare the bottles. He starts to pull the bottles out.
Yeah, you
Put
get
them in
it
I'll put them
open.
in a line.
You get the funnel set up. Everything's ready to go to scoop into these vials. We'll cut back to Gregor really quick.
All right, I'm opening this window and climbing out.
All right, you hop
I'm gonna
out.
move to here. This is like a main street.
Yeah, this is the main street here.
All right, I'm gonna look up and down to see if there's any like unattended parked carriages or anything like that.
There are a few carriages on the street you can see. There's no horses attached to them. It's the middle of the night. You mentioned all the horses are in stables somewhere.
Do I see a stable nearby?
Not in immediate view. You'd have to go searching.
I'm gonna go searching.
All right. That is another wits or wisdom and study test.
All right, I'm going to draw a card. And I got a. Let's get this.
Hey, you got a king.
Oh, cool! And I got a 5 on my D6.
So then
Dude,
18.
I am cracked with this mechanic, bro.
You are Jesus. I've been
I
getting
built-
like what?
I
my
mean,
kings are in
max
the-
my
I've
dice
built up
roll?
all this good
Very-
karma from being forever DM, and I'm just expending it all on this random session.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so you go looking around, and you're pretty sure you hear the of a few horses
Okay.
nearby.
I'm gonna go in there,
Like across
see
the
if
street,
there's
you see, yeah, there's a small stable set up. Doesn't look like anybody's guarding it.
I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna see if there's like a carriage in there and start working to like attach a couple horses to it.
There's not a carriage in there, but there are carriages on the street, and you could grab a couple horses and like lead them
Yeah,
out
that's
to
what I'm
these
doing then.
carriages. Yeah.
I'm choosing a carriage that looks like it doesn't have very many vantage points that can see very well. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be as discreet as I can.
Yeah. You lead a couple horses out and you start hitching them up. It's another minute or so. You start hearing shouting.
Do I see what direction they're coming from?
You kind of hear it coming from behind you that way. You hear
Okay.
fainter shouting coming from farther in the city this way. It seems like they're just converging on this point from wherever they happen to be.
All right. I'm gonna get those horses ready and then maybe try to pretend to be a bad driver to slow some cops down.
For sure. Back inside. Let's get agility, coordination, group test to get these vials filled without being dumb about it.
Actually, I'm sorry, really quick. Is the road that I'm on sloped?
No, not really.
Okay. So how difficult do I think it would be to like remove the blocks on one of these parked carriages and like get it to flip in the road or something like that?
It would cost you time more than anything.
Okay, got it. All right, I'm gonna keep doing what I was doing.
Okay. Yeah, so group agility, coordination, what you guys are good at. This is a very dangerous material. It's also a crime. So instead of a 30, you have a 24.
I just rolled and I got a 13. Almost as good as I can roll.
Can I use a card to replace one of my dice still?
Absolutely.
I got a 19.
Use a card.
You got a 7.
I got a 7? Okay, that's better than I could roll on my coordination dice. Fuck. 2, so I got a 9.
9. What were the other rolls? The 19?
I got a 19. I got
Yeah.
a 9.
It's 28
Nice.
plus 13 is 41.
Damn. Yeah, that's another crit. You guys
Hell
fill
yeah.
this up real quick.
This is
You're
exactly
just
what we
in
want to crit on.
Perfect motion. Everything is
stealing
all
all
lined
of
up. Just one of you on the funnel. One of you quickly opens up the top, and the other very carefully, gingerly scoops it in so no powder like dust fluffs up that you guys might inhale by mistake. Just very carefully fill up all 4 of the vials that you've received. Quickly top them up. What do you do with the vat of the powder? Do you seal that back up, or do you just leave it open?
Seal it back up.
I think seal it back up, yeah.
Seal
Yeah.
it back up. Place it back on the wall, or just leave it on the table?
Let's place it back up on the wall.
All right.
Yeah.
Might as
Keep
well, yeah.
guessing as to what went missing.
Someone just came to murder everyone.
we should mix up all the white powders for him.
I don't know what I'm
So you get
mixing,
it
and I
back
don't
up on
want
the
to blow
wall.
up.
You've got these stopped up. You've got 4 vials of it. You
Not
leave?
actually want to do that. It's just be funny.
Yeah, head back upstairs.
Yeah.
Your brother, where's he at?
I have left some kind of small like notch or something that would tell you that I've gone out this window.
As you guys
Right.
get up the stairs, are you closing the hatch and putting the crates back down, or are you leaving everything open? You guys as well start hearing shouting throughout the city.
How long would it take to close the hatch?
Probably about 30 seconds
Can we just
to
cut
get
the
the hatch
pulley
closed.
so it
and
drops
have
back
the
down?
crates in. You could just drop it if you want.
Let's just cut the pulley, then.
Yeah, that'll make it harder for them to get back in.
Yeah, you just cut it once you're all out,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the crates drop down, smash down, and leaving a big old mess in the stairwell.
And then I'll go. Looks like my brother headed this way,
Yeah,
and I'll jump out the window.
you guys see Grigor has hitched up a couple horses to a carriage that you can all hop into.
Excellent.
I'm running them this way to them.
Yeah, you guys all hop in as you start leading the horse, Grigor. I want a group agility and coordination to stealth past the oncoming
What is the
horde
target
of
number?
constables. With the 4 of you, it is a 40. This is
Yikes.
something you guys are good at.
I'm pretty good at this.
Pretty
I'm
good.
not that great at this.
Why
I'll
don't you use
draw-
a card?
I'm gonna draw a card.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
You got
Oof.
3.
Ooh.
We're trying to evade the authorities, right? Can we?
Yes,
get the,
this is evading the authorities.
Okay, so,
So
can
drop
we,
to a
can we-
34, I suppose.
That's
I got an 18, guys.
So I got 8 total.
I got 11, so 18 plus 11, 29 plus 8 is 37.
And I'm adding 10.
Crit.
We crit again.
Bro.
Perfect. Yeah, you guys run in. The constables just look at you, Grigor.
I'm gonna tip my
You-
cat.
Yeah, you tip your hat. They give you a strange glance because you are somewhat
Strange.
smattered with a little bit of blood, although they don't notice it too much as you manage to tuck that around just
All right, boys.
by
let's
you
not
as
get
they
behind-
run past.
Let's
And
not
then-
get behind our artilleries. Yeah, and I'll like crack the whip. I'll crack my whip.
And you guys make it past the constables who run into the complex.
Did you guys even see those guards?
They
And
did
you
not
guys-
see us, and that's all that matters.
Smoothly make an exit before they can accost you.
We can hit our stealth rolls when we need to.
Successful heist, boys. I'm gonna ride us around and get us.
Lucian, you're aware that you're covered in blood, right?
Yes, that's why I was hiding in the back while we were going past the constables.
Well, we've got the substance.
Unnerving. I said, Lucian.
Yeah, you
Oh,
get in there.
Get used to it.
You stable
I
your
don't think
horses, hop out of the carriage. Who was carrying the vials? Or do you like split them up between you?
Yeah, let's put them up.
I'm feeding the horses treats.
Yeah, I'm fine carrying the vials, or if you guys want to carry the vials, I don't give a shit.
I think not keeping them all together may be smart. So maybe like half and half. Like somebody takes 2.
All right.
others
Who's the
takes-
strongest?
Okay. Why don't you guys each take up? So now I think about it, if we get pulled over by authorities, I'm probably the person they're going to check first.
And also I'm
I wonder why.
probably the best at talking. I have best charisma,
Mhm.
so I'm gonna hold at least 2. I'll hold
Yeah,
some-
I'll grab 2 as well. I know
So,
Gregor's good at
Each
stabbing
of you
stuff.
holding 2. You get back to the bar. And the plan was to hand them off to Reginald, who would hand off your pay.
Is he around?
You can go in and ask.
I'm gonna let you lead the way, Irving.
I'll hop off and walk in. Say with me,
Yeah.
Phil's.
Is
Yeah,
this
you see
a bar that
This is
I
the
could
same
walk
bar.
in drenched in blood without drawing too much attention?
Probably not. You probably want to
I'll wait
clean off
outside.
somehow. There's
Use some
a
hay.
trough if you wanted to like quickly wash off.
Yeah, I'll start
Yeah.
cleaning myself
Okay.
off at the drop too. We're not the negotiators, anyways.
Yeah,
You're not.
I'll fix my bow tie and make sure the hat's right, and
I'm actually,
take the cane and walk in.
after I trough off, I'm actually going to head this way and check and make sure they didn't. None of them are like walking this way to investigate. You know.
Yeah, for sure. So you guys keep in watch outside, and then Irving, are you just going in by yourself, or is somebody
No,
joining
with
him?
Phil.
Oh no, I'm with him.
Okay. Yeah, you both go in. Bartender there. There's only like 3 people in the bar at this point. Hey there. What can I get you?
Ooh, something stiff.
Yeah. Puts a glass up. Just surprise
Yeah.
you, or
Scotch.
scotch it is.
To a successful heist.
I wait to drink that we celebrate with money.
We'll drink then too.
This isn't like a crime bar, right? This is like an actual nice bar.
Not really.
Probably
Ah.
shouldn't talk about heisting out in the
A
open.
successful heist, huh? Not bad. The bartender just thinks you're messing around.
Oh, yeah. Let's say, right? It's a heist of a good time tonight shared with friends.
Well, here's to more good times. And pours a
Plucked
cup
from the
for Phil.
clutches of a boring drawl experience.
We wait for a man to pay that.
I'm gonna act
Anything
a
else
little
for
bit.
you?
I'm gonna start acting a little bit drunker to like kind of like, and I'm gonna like kind of turn my head and look or start reckoning around for Reginald.
You don't see him sitting in the bar anywhere.
I'm
You would imagine, like in previous jobs,
A room.
he probably has a private room in which you would be dropping off if he's here right now. You'd have to ask if he's got.
I'll ask the bartender. My friend Reginald, he's supposed to be meeting us here.
Oh yeah, we got a guy. He's upstairs.
With the room.
He expecting you?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Let's see here. He pulls out a small ledger. Room 3. Room 3. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I'll drop like a decode on the table for two.
A tip was not necessary, but thank you. Just holds it up.
Hospitality, and I'll put one down too, and I'll finish my drink. I'm constantly cover my ass from the heist.
Hey.
You realize how stupid that was.
Thanks.
The brothers.
Must be a good night.
Shall we
after
wait
all,
for
huh?
the brothers before we go up to Reginald's room?
Maybe one of them.
Did I notice anything out here?
Not the one covered in blood, probably.
Any constables about are going the other direction.
Alright.
There's not been crime reported at this bar.
I'm cleaned up, so I'm heading that way.
Lucy?
He's like,
I mean-
literally
There's a
taking
lot
the
of blood.
Yeah, there's a lot of blood. I'm just gonna like clean up my face and try and clean up my hair.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look at you and I'm gonna drop a bunch of sugar cubes in your hand and walk away.
Yeah.
As soon as he walks in, I'll just hop down from the stool and then just start walking towards the staircase, assuming that he figures out that we've figured out where Reginald is.
Yeah, Gregorio, you get in, seeing them heading towards the staircase. You guys all walk up, getting towards room 3. You can hear humming inside. Like Reginald's just humming to himself, waiting for something to happen. Anybody opening the door? Knocking? The humming continues as you knock.
Look back at Gregor and at Irving, and then I'll just slowly crack the door and see if it's unlocked.
The door is not locked. As you crack the door open, you hear the humming a bit louder.
Can either of them see through the crack?
And as you all just peer your eyes through, you see a figure sitting on top of the table. Gregor sitting in front of him.
Reginald.
Yep.
Okay.
Reginald sitting. There's a figure on top of the table, crouched down, hand stretched out. Looks like on top of Reginald's head. So bring back my Bonnie to me. And you see him twist Reginald's head 180 degrees around towards you three. And his eyes dart to the door that is now slightly open.
Can we
You
slam
see
it
a-
shut?
You see a very pale green-ish skin. He's wearing clothes that look like they're too large for him. They're like all bunched up on the elbows. The pant legs are all rolled up. Almost as if he's like a teenager wearing his dad's suit. And as he looks at you all, you just see a grin across his face as he rushes towards the door and you slam it. That is where we are wrapping up session 1.
What? What?
Shit got scary.
Got creepy.
That humming thing started, and I was like, "Oh, Chris is about to fucking."
Totally.
As soon as the second time you started humming, I was like, "Oh God!"
He's about to change the whole genre of this thing.
Yep, I was like, Reginald's not alive.
I was like, "Oh,
Very
maybe
cool,
the
man.
first one. Maybe he's just not expecting."
Chris,
it.
that was
Maybe he's-
fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah, that was
Those are
fun.
fun.
That was fun as shit. Oh, I love the characters, boy. It's good stuff.